What's up, mother tuggers? What's going on? It's nighttime. It's chill stream time. It's jammy time. Are you wearing your jammies? Because I'm in my jammies. I got myself, I know it's not bedtime drinks, but I got coffee and bourbon and water. I think I'm set. How about you, Tug? Are you set? You got your jammies on?
Yeah, I got my jammies on. Rolled up with the crack pot. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't even joke. It's going to end up on Alex Moistress's next podcast. Don't tell jokes like that. Now you're going to be known as Tug the crack addict.
That's why I joined up with YouTube. I always wanted that. So good times, you know. Yeah, Moisturous is so crazy, man. I can't even believe some of the stuff that he's thrown fits about. Lord.
I am dying that he is like getting roasted all over the place. And you know, Colonel Kurtz put out a tweet that really resonated with me. I don't know if you saw this, but she tweeted this out and it cracked me up. She was like, I can't believe Amber Heard's team thought that reminding the public of the Depp trial was a good thing. I'd forgotten a lot of the details and the horrifically unhinged, unedited audios of them released by the courts, but now I'm being reminded, thanks to Alexi Moistress, calling my attention back to the whole saga. Honestly, I was bored with it, kind of feeling like Amber Heard should have some space to consider what she'd done. But this podcast is just getting people revved up again, and rightly so.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what a terrible PR. I bet David Shane was behind this because he's the worst PR guy on earth.
I like that. They've made me into like some kind of weird supervillain. I'm awesome. Let me get my new avatar for that. Actually, I have one.
Oh, you have one? You have a new avatar? Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, yes. Check this one out. Oh, got to get it sized real quick. It's got to be perfect. There we go. Check me out.
Oh, my God. It's Dr. Evil. It's
Dr. 1 million bots. Oh, Lord.
And I swear, we're not going to spend the stream talking about Moistress, but we have to bring up, because we are going to read these texts because they are absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Yes.
They're so bad. But we have to look at this one little interview. So he's making the rounds, and there's this clip going around, and he's getting roasted. Like, seriously, boom roasted this guy everywhere he goes.
You know, he spent 5 minutes whining about myself. 5 minutes of his last episode, and the very end of it, he and Kat Timbarge are whining about like dumping their interview questions, and then he whines about like me and you, where we were laughing about his name.
I know, I heard that.
Oh,
we should play that too.
Yeah, let me
cue that up because I don't know. I don't think I have that one. I don't think I did it, but let's listen to him in this interview because this is such a cop out. Saqib Ahmed tweeted out, host asked Alex Moistress whether he looked into Amber's camp using bots and inauthentic accounts and the hate that Depp got. Look at this response. What a hack.
I think anybody who even had a kind of a passing glance at the cases between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard would say that there was quite a lot that came back at Johnny Depp from Amber Heard's camp. So is this investigating that too?
To an extent. I mean, I didn't. So I think it's definitely important to recognize that this was a sort of complex matrix of stuff that was happening.
Is it me? Or was he just tripping on that? Like, I gotta get this is a question. I didn't do any of this.
Yeah. Did you do your due diligence? It's like he's having a freaking seizure. It's like, journalist EXE does not compute.
Let's hear that again because my God. Did you do any looking into the other side? And look at that screenshot.
Oh, look at that. It looks like he's man. He's like,
it's not in there. It hurts. It's not in there.
It's not moisturous.
I didn't. So I think it's definitely important to recognize that this was
what?
I didn't. So I think it's definitely important to recognize that this was a sort of complex matrix.
Spit it out, man.
What's he even saying there?
I don't know, but actually, this is hysterical.
To an extent, I mean. I didn't. So I think it's definitely important to recognize that this was a sort of
And now you know what's going to happen? He's going to play a clip of this and he's going to come out and say, I have a stutter. How dare you make fun of someone with a stutter?
Oh, I just love the fact that he's such easy game. I made a song about him, actually. I made a song.
You did?
Oh yeah. I'll show the clip where he puts in stuff. I mean, he whines about so many things. One of my favorite things is he takes what I say, he feeds it through AI, not my voice. He creates a sinister AI voice. Yeah,
no
awesome.
way.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's
okay.
Good stuff.
We have to hear the rest of this answer because it's really stupid.
A complex matrix of stuff that was happening online. So, like in the first, like even if you discover that bots and trolls were being used, that doesn't mean that they were the whole thing.
Oh well, then what the fuck, Alex? If you discovered bots and trolls then being used on Johnny's side, why does that automatically mean it was the whole thing on that side?
They also don't explain what an inauthentic account is. Like they don't tell us. You know, they don't describe anything except we found out where their information came from. You know, and that was amazing. It came from Christina Taft. Now, the funny thing, if you don't remember her, by the way, she was the one putting out handbills on cars trying to sway the jury. You know, all this crazy shit at the Depp versus Heard trial.
And she created bots.
Yeah, she created
bots.
2 big bots. Yeah, if anybody's never seen the video, I think it's still on my pinned video on my channel. But she created 2, and she demonstrated them publicly. So when I say this, there's demo videos. I mean, again, this is not
I've seen them. It's insane.
Yeah. So one of them is a conversation. She calls it a compliment bot. I call it conversation hijacker. It puts 10,000 comments on something in 3 hours, and it demonstrates hijacking a conversation about Jason Momoa and putting 10,000 Amber Heard comments on it.
Yes, Runkle did get told he was a bot recently by Twitter. Like I've literally met Ian. I've talked to him. I don't think Ian's a bot unless he has really good AI technology and has been fooling me all this time over the camera.
It's even better.
Would be really
so
weird.
They use that place Botometer. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they're supposed to check, and I think they were aiming at me. Like, okay, so check this out. I want to show you this. It's really funny. So they, oh god, this is great. All right. So you notice that umbrella guy, he's a bot, right? I figure that's supposed to be aimed at me, right? But the only problem is I'm not that umbrella guy. I'm actually that umbrella. So if you look up that umbrella, look, no bot at all. So I think they got the wrong guy.
Oh my God. They don't even know your Twitter name. They don't know your Twitter handle.
He gets everything wrong. Like he talks about my channel starting 8 years ago. My channel, the date of my channel starting is on my about page, you know, and it didn't start 8 years ago. He said I started as product reviewing, and
I saw that you were doing some kind of reviews about ladders or something, step ladders or something.
No, it's sprinkler. Like people joke about that one too.
Oh, sprinklers.
So, yeah, back in the day.
I once did a review of a wobble. You know what the wobble is? You should. You have kids. You must have a wobble or two.
It might have a different name, or maybe I don't know what.
It's that big ball thing that kind of looks like a bubble.
Let me look it up.
But it's not a bubble.
Oh yeah. I remember those things. Yes.
I used to do reviews of that kind of shit on my YouTube channel.
Well, I didn't review them on YouTube. What I did is I used to put them on like Amazon. They have a program called Vines. If you never checked it out, by the way, you can get free products on Amazon, big time products. There's a review. Again, just look up Vines. But I used to do that back in the day. I get good stuff I got a home projecting system, you know, for a review. That's pretty good. But what I'd find is if I put up a video review, people would use it for scamming. They would use it on Amazon. They put in fake links. Yeah. So I would port over my video and I would flag scam videos. So there was no video actually being done. I didn't have a real channel until 6 years ago, I believe. And you know, he skipped over.
You haven't missed it. We're only 10 minutes in. We're going to get to the text, I swear. But there was this funny, hilarious video that Alexi Moistris did, trying to explain how there might have been some bots on Amber's side, but we never looked into it. I love it. Let it play. I'll try to let it play.
Like there's thousands upon thousands of Johnny Depp supporters, real life Johnny Depp supporters, who took to social media to defend the person that that they kind of revered. And Amber's fans did the same thing as well. And there was a lot of hatred definitely on both sides. I would say, though, that there is some kind of quite persuasive analysis to suggest that the amount of hate was primarily going against Amber.
What?
That makes no sense.
He didn't use the word evidence. Notice what words he actually uses here. There was persuasive analysis.
Amount of hate was primarily going
Wait,
against
I didn't go
on
back
both
far enough.
sides. I would say, though, that there is some kind of quite persuasive analysis to suggest that the amount of hate was primarily going against Amber.
So persuasive analysis by these subjective biased people that you hired to do this, like Kat Tenbarge. She gave you...
He talked to Amber Heard. He told us, but he wouldn't tell us what she said on the record. So,
yeah, he was interviewing. He was actually getting information from Amber Heard, but he didn't investigate her at all. Yeah, Dawn Marie, thanks for knowing me so well, by the way. Megan needs 20 minutes first before the real Megan can talk. It's true. It's true.
That's how I get. Yeah,
you're going to be here for a little while, right? Everybody settle in. It's a night stream. Like, get cozy. Get something warm to drink.
A minute. I found... See, I haven't streamed with people in a long time, but I know it's this weird thing. I like streaming with you and DUI guys. You both are fun to stream with.
Oh,
so,
good. Yay, that means more time.
Let's do it more. Yeah.
Yay. I can't believe it took us this long to get to it.
I know. Like, then we'd be like, hey, let's
known each other for years.
I know. It's crazy.
We're going to do all those streams we should have done in 1 year now.
Oh, man. You can feel it. What is that? Is that like a future nostalgia filter? How does that work? Alexa, can you answer that?
It gets worse. It gets worse. Let's see how much worse it gets.
So, for instance, I think that there were between 2018 and 2022, there were 800,000 tweets that used the hashtag Amber Heard as an abuser. And
I remember that. I used that hashtag. Just saying, I was one of them. I did that.
There were only 15,000 tweets that used the hashtag Johnny Depp as an abuser, even though he was the one being accused of abuse.
Actually, they were both accused of abuse, first of all. And second of all, if you go back to 2018, he didn't search the Disney, any of that stuff. He didn't search any of the anti-Depp. Because when you look, when Aquaman drops and all of that kicks up, it is insane. I know I went back and, I did videos on that because I couldn't believe.
So what you're saying is that it was actually worse than that.
Oh, much worse. There was one. Okay, you remember how old Twitter was? Like these days, you have bots are definitely on Twitter these days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The porn bots are the worst. Why won't they stop? Why are they posting on my tweets? Like, come on.
There'll be like 20 of them on each tweet. It's like, good
It's
Lord.
So gross. I spend a lot of time on Twitter just blocking porn bots. Like, Elon needs to fix that.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to say something inappropriate. I guess I'll go this way anyway. I'm like, I feel like a French trapper because there's so much beaver on my posts.
A French trapper. That's a good one. That's funny. Yeah. That's like a grandpa joke.
That is.
That's good. That's a grandpa joke. Grandpa Tug. Off topic, here for the truth says off topic, but you two need to get on board with the Scientology protests. Just saying, I didn't even know this was going on. There's Scientology protests?
I don't know about Scientology protests, but I watched there were new, what is it? Growing Up Scientology.
Like his last stuff. Ramini.
Yeah, his last stuff. I actually want to interview him. I need to interview him.
Yeah, her show is unbelievable. I've watched the whole thing.
No, there's a guy. I can't think of his name. I'm getting the channels mixed up, but there's a big one out there. I'll have to look at mine. I'm subscribed to like a dozen of them about Scientology because I was keeping up with the Danny Masters and stuff,
Well, this says the Daily Texan has a story. Church of Scientology reopens on the drag after several delays, sparking protests.
It's a cult.
It is a cult.
It is.
You're not in Scientology, are you? I guess I should have asked that before I said.
Hey, you know what? Negative. I don't. Anything that I'm involved in, you can still make fun of. I don't give a shit.
Okay, good. Well, then you're not in a cult. Because if you were, that would be verboten.
How dare you mess up my,
How
my
dare
fit
you?
levels?
Yeah, so I guess they're protesting. It looks like about 4 people. Notice how they do that. Whenever they get these close-up photos, I always think, are they trying to fool us about how many people are there?
I feel like that sometimes, you know.
I feel like that the media is always doing this. They're always giving us like a half-assed version of what's actually
An
going
elbow
on.
and a water bottle.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? What is
Hey,
this?
so you want to hear something funny from old Alexi too?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
So he spends in episode. Now remember, this is behind a paywall too. So behind a paywall, he spends 5 minutes whining. Let me make sure this one. I'm going to play it, and if it doesn't catch the end part where he's whining, and you can hear us laughing at him, then I'll pull that one up.
I like how he also called me some other YouTuber or something. He was like,
Cat Tin comes on here, and she's like,
he didn't name me.
Totally caused me death threats because he liked my questions. I was like, oh my god, it was kind of awesome. Yeah, she played me.
Does he need a tampon? Maybe. Maybe.
Possibly. All right, you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
They don't work for mainstream media. Look at Bellingcat, for instance. But journalists should at least try and be objective.
Like you?
Crazy.
And these YouTubers are not that. They're more like professional
There's a good one in here.
trolls.
I wasn't afraid of him stabbing me then.
She's a nut.
He was hurting.
The biggest piece of crap now. She does have the right name. Turd.
That umbrella guy, who's also known as Tug, started out on YouTube 8 years ago reviewing household...
Wait, stop. He didn't use your name.
He'll get to me.
Oh, does he? Does he dox you?
Yeah. But
he does? I thought maybe
out,
we scared him into not doing it.
He's, of course.
What an ass.
Oh, fuck him. You know, I'm not scared of
And what was that voice anyway? I don't think I've ever heard you talk that high. Did you? Or was that the AI voice?
No, maybe. You know, I could have been like laughing at something, or I could have been like making fun of something. You know, I was streaming 16 hours in a day that day. So
was I. We were all getting punch drunk. We were all punch drunk. I was streaming 8 to 12 hours, sometimes longer, a day during the depth trials. I didn't even know you were streaming that trial because I was so in my own little world.
Yep. I know. I would have invited you on there with that one.
He called us professional trolls. Does he know what a troll is?
I'm down with that. I'd rather be called a troll than a journalist. I mean, you know, for
journalists should try to be objective. And it's like, well, did you try? You just got asked by a woman if you did any investigation into Amber Heard, and you said, and her trolls, and you said no.
Exactly. And they were from the Times, I believe. I think he worked at the Times before he did this. I don't know if that's the same, the Times. I couldn't read her microphone, but yeah, he worked for the Times. In fact, you remember that case with the I can't remember the kid's name, but the parents were trying to keep we're trying to get their kid medical care, and their kid was going to die.
Yeah. The Charlie Gard case.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he came
out. I read up on that. Yeah.
Did you? Okay. So he went after the person that, according to the person that broke that story, he went after them and said that they were basically pay for hire and all this other shit. He attacked the person who broke that story.
Right. And she had offered to help the family to manage the media because they wanted to go to the media. So she was like someone who went to them and said, I can help you with that. I can help write articles the way you want them written and then basically sell them to publications.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, I read his article where he was ripping apart this woman who helped the Gard family. He made it sound like articles for hire or articles that are placed into papers is some kind of horrific, unethical thing. Maybe, but you know who does it? All of them.
Alexi does.
All of that he does. How much you want to bet he got a PR company to place stories about this podcast in publications?
Why doesn't he talk about the $10 million in anonymous donations that he got from 2 people? right
my God.
before this.
There is 100% chance that his PR company paid to place articles about this shitty podcast somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
100% chance. There's no way that Tortoise Media doesn't have some BBC-backed PR firm that is paying all kinds of people to write about this shit.
You know which bot never did that before? I never did. Thank you.
Right. I've never paid to have anything put anywhere either. I had one experience where I did have a conversation with a PR person that someone I knew. And so like we had like a phone call with a PR person who managed to get our story placed in the Washington Post, but we didn't pay a dime. This PR person got somebody interested in it, like just, by talking to him. So I've seen sort of how it works behind the scenes, but I know for a fact that you can have the option to just buy a page somewhere.
Does anyone else, when you hear like someone's BBC backed, do you ever like have a bad thought in your brain? Because I was like, BBC. Okay. Yeah.
I also like the way that he superimposed your voices on top of one another, like you're multiple people.
Oh, it gets
Did you
better.
hear
He's
that?
gonna
okay.
AI my voice out. It's crazy. Here, let's.
All right.
There's a funny clip.
I
I don't
missed
even
that the
remember
first time.
saying. Like, there's a funny. Listen.
Maybe
I
you
want to
didn't.
briefly consider this water sprinkler unit, and the reason that I want to do so is twofold.
But he soon discovered that making content trashing Amber Heard was much more popular and profitable.
See, what's crazy about that is I start my channel. Again, it's just a repository for videos. Then I get interested in comics, what's going on in comics, what becomes known as Comicsgate. And from there, the first trial I covered was Vic Mignon. Well, not trial, but the first false allegations stuff that came up and going to trial. That was it. And then it took a long time to get to the Amber Heard thing. But what they're butthurt about is I spent years going over the Amber Heard thing. Every document, every single one.
Hey there, to all you wonderful folks. Welcome to another week of craziness. Today,
Tug has posted literally hundreds of videos about Amber Heard. His channel has racked up 140 million views.
Good for you.
His worst comments about Amber are in videos that are now private.
Yeah, they're private because these fuckers kept trying to flag them down.
They kept trying to
But
take your channel down.
Chris Boozy, he's the one who tried to start this.
It's not that you're embarrassed of those streams or anything.
I'll own it. She's got the crazy eyes, Like there's actually a really funny one in here. Like I said, I don't remember.
Downloaded the transcripts
Wait, where'd he go?
What did he say?
and used AI to voice some of them up.
Amber,
my
your lips
God.
are gross. I don't know where they've been.
Look, this is AI. Let's just look. He takes a different.
Why
voice.
would he do that?
Because I don't sound menacing enough.
Are
Look
you
at
kidding?
Check it
how
out.
gross her skin is in
like
that.
meaty and
That's why she's
sweaty.
got lip herpes.
She looks like she's got the meat sweats.
She looks like she's got the meat.
You know what? I would listen to that guy. That guy sounds funny.
He is. He's kind of awesome. She looks like her skin is sweaty and gross.
She's got the meat sweats.
What we're talking about is her deposition. So when she comes out in a deposition, she puts all these photographs, and in one of them, she looks like she's always got these dry, nasty lips, and one
She
of them,
picks at her lips like I do. I can tell a fellow lip picker. That wound that she always has on her lip, that's from picking. I've been a lip picker since I was 2.
I thought hers was scabies or something.
No, she picks at it, and like you keep picking the same spot, and then eventually it gets bad.
I don't know when you
that's what
put
she
James
has.
Franco in your lips, maybe it is scabies.
True.
Oh,
True.
Lord. Here we I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just excited. I'm very amped up because
No, I
been
want to
going
hear
with the
this. This
kids
is
all day.
hilarious. I did
Yeah.
not realize that he put your voice through an AI machine.
yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, this is behind a paywall too.
I
Like
thought this
said.
was somebody else's. I thought this was somebody else that he found who was. I didn't listen close enough, I guess.
Turning himself into a full-time Amber Heard troll has made Tug a lot of money.
Nikki C, thanks for the 5. Dude McGuy, thanks for the 20. Karina, thanks for the 20 there. Appreciate that. Thanks
We
for
worked
being
out
here.
that he earned £65,000, or about $82,000, during the trial from YouTube tips alone.
YouTube has definitely.
So they went through one of the sites there to figure that out. Oh no, he made the monies. Yeah.
It's so lame of them. Look at you taking $5 super chats. Big deal. big deal. How much money is he going to make on this thing?
Their company lost around 14 to 16 million.
All right, maybe not that much.
Yeah, and then they just took 10 million in anonymous donors. So, I mean, who's
I
taking
see
money?
how it works. So they don't make a profit. So he's jealous of people who do because he has to rely on donations. Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And they got that forced sale sign, you know. I mean, conscience for rent, I guess.
Helped and made my life better too, for sure.
And that doesn't include advertising revenue or sales of merchandise. He even boasted that Amber had paid for his house and his kids' college fund.
Good. Good.
No, I was making fun of. They were like, I can't remember how they put it. They were like, "Oh yeah, you know, Amber living rent free." I was like, "I'm rent free, shit. She's paying rent. She paid for my
She's
house."
paying.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jeez, this is a lot of empty.
If
dead
that umbrella
space.
guy were a lone wolf, I might not have paid him that much attention. Lots of YouTubers said the same about Amber, or worse. But Tug was one of only a handful who spoke directly with Adam Waldman.
Oh, so that was your big sin?
Yeah. See, that's my sin. My sin is doing my due diligence.
Crazy fool. I love Adam Waldman, dude. Like he is.
And Tug didn't just speak to Waldman. The YouTuber implies that Waldman passed him information as well. Tug posted videos containing material that no one else had, including 2 witness statements, which had...
He put it dead. Was that you or him?
That was me. It was
I thought
me.
that was him. I was like, holy God.
That was the best place. That was the best place for. That's what he should have done. That's what he was trying.
I was like, oh my God, did he put that in there? I wish you know what's bad is the clown car is so bad. I was like, well, it fits.
The Mo in the Deep End is raiding the chat. Thanks for the raid, Mo. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Love Mo. Have you been to Mo in the Deep End?
I haven't.
Oh my God, Tug, she's so funny. This woman has a collection of wigs to be desired, I tell you. Envied, really. She's so funny. She does Newsy News with Mo. She's kind of law tube adjacent from a lay person's point of view. She's very funny. And
I've never
love her. She's criminally undersubscribed. She is the one who came up with the phrase "the tuft of justice" for Judge Carroll in the Maya Kowalski case, which cannot be matched in its wit and hilarity. The tuft of justice.
There's so many good channels out there that cover stuff like, you know, I'm fortunate that I get to discover new ones all the time. You know?
Yeah, I love finding new creators. Nicholas Starro introduced me to Mo, and I've loved her ever since. She's hysterical. All right, let me hear the rest of this ridiculousness.
Did not yet be made public.
Exclusively came from myself, by the way. Let's just say it sourced its way to me.
This inside track.
It sourced its way to me. Oh, he said Adam Waldman. Blah, 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 blah.
And at the same time, though, he goes on to admit that he was taking secret calls from Amber Heard. How is that any different?
He also won't reveal what she said.
Yeah, right. And he won't tell you what.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, you know, you have conversations with sources. That's weird. And especially, you know, he's doing a one-sided hit piece here. I mean, you know, if you look at all the people that are added, they're all the witnesses for Amber Heard. They're Amber Heard herself. They're all the journalists that covered Amber. I mean, it's just a giant shit show.
I mean, if you really look at it,
sorry.
if you look at it objectively, you could say that, yeah, Johnny has his own set of journalists and YouTubers who like him and who, you know, agreed with him, right? And so does Amber. She has the exact same cast of characters around her too. They just work for big networks. What's the difference? And why do they try to make it sound like they're so much better than we are? What makes them better than us?
They didn't watch the trial. They didn't do their due diligence.
So that makes them dumber than us.
Yeah.
That makes them dumber than us by a lot.
Well, they talk about money and stuff. Kat Timbar's a great example. She starts out as an intern. She talks about being an intern when she starts talking about wanting to do interviews. with people about Depp v. Heard, but she admits that she didn't watch the trial. She's just out
None
there
of
doing
these
the same
people-
money hit piece.
None of these people watch the trial. McCrae, thanks for the super chat. Says Megan, I love Megan and Tug. Dr. Joe shouted out the tuft of justice too. I'm probably going to bed. We'll look forward to replay, crew. Well, you have a good night and sleep tight. Mark Norman, thanks for the super chat, says I stopped paying my TV license and gave it to Tug.
Appreciate that.
Here for the truth says yes, Chicago is next big meetup. And Unhung Hero says Megan After Dark equals Megan after the Ritalin wears off. Okay, that's true. We're still not onto the main topic, but we'll get there soon, I promise.
I mean, I'm caffeined up enough. That's why I keep cutting off on accident. I'm like, I gotta sell out.
That's why I'm drinking coffee. Once the Ritalin wears off, you have to continue the caffeine if you're still going to be awake and trying to get stuff done. So,
like I said, I can't remember if this has the cat 10 bars wine. If it doesn't, I'll pull that one up too. Here,
all right.
Tug's videos become a big part of how Amber came to be seen online.
There was actually a huge narrative priming that occurred.
Listen, it's a huge narrative. That's funny. You know, that is.
Before the trial even began, where from the outset, the entire idea and the entire conception was that Amber Heard was an abuser, that she was not credible, and that she was just basically bad.
Right. Yes. Bad. She was
I'm like,
bad.
how long can you hold that word?
You know what else is bad? Your voice.
I'm going to play that song for you in a minute.
You are a 30-year-old woman. It is time to stop talking like you're a 19-year-old sorority member.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my G. It's a good
It's
Lord.
so bad. I can't do it for very long, chat. I can't do the vocal fry for long because then it starts creeping into my voice because I've been doing it. And then I'm like, no, stop the vocal fry. No.
Well, you know, it's funny. Like I used to hear people be like, you've got vocal fry. I was like, this is how I speak. It's just how I've always spoke. You know, I have a deep voice. I don't have to do that.
No, that's not
know?
vocal fry. What you have is, you just have a deep voice. Plus you talk kind of slow. So
yes, I'm a southerner. I'm a southerner.
Your vowels get pulled out more. That's all.
I was trying to explain to the folks from What the Hells. I was like, you know, I'm going to butcher every name that comes up here. You have a basic name, I'm going to butcher it because that's how Southerners do. That's what like Alexi Moisturist gets mad about it, but. That's how I read his name, Alex Moisturist.
And yeah, it wasn't like you did it on purpose. You literally just read it that way and it stuck because it was funny. Danny's World, I totally agree. This is so funny because she is an abuser. You developmentally delayed Pop-Tart. That's a great insult. Ooh, what a good insult.
Poor Pop-Tarts, though. Never look at them the same again.
Tug is so Southern. Yes, that is true. He told me a story the other day about watching a bobcat go after some guy.
Oh, yeah. Actually, okay, you want to
He
know
has
how
seen
Southern...
some shit. He also told me a story about killing water moccasins with his bare hands.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. Or a shovel, maybe.
We had some, excuse my wording here if you live in the North, but we had some Yankees move down. You know, that's what they are. They're Yankees. And they moved down and they built this flamingo pink house out in the middle of nowhere. It's the most hideous thing I've ever seen. It's just gross. But they diverted a creek by their house and everything else. Now, if you've ever, there's a big mountain off in the background. They diverted a mountain creek. Now, if you've ever been out in the wilderness, you know, that's going to attract a lot of animals. Well, their kids go out and they're playing. And I'm walking fence lines where my grandfather, he has cattle. He has nursery, you know, farming as well, tree farming. And I noticed their kids are splashing around. And I'm looking and I'm like, you can see the snakes it's attracting. You just see them moving down through there. Yeah. So, I mean, these are young
I would
kids.
die.
Yeah. So I went over there and one of these, you know, these kids, they don't know me either. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like they don't respond to me or the wildlife, which is scary. I could have been anybody. But yeah, I ended up snatching one of those water moccasins out of the water because they were freaking going to attack this kid. And I killed one of them because they're right there. And the parents, then they come out and they throw a fit "Oh my God, how dare you kill one of those beautiful creatures?" I was like, "That, that thing will kill," because they're about 45 minutes from getting help. So if their kid got bit, they're dead.
They're gonna die.
Yeah.
Lois Thomas says snakes' lives don't matter.
Exactly. That's why I don't like journalists. No, it's funny. Did you ever see that Robert Kennedy video where they played it backwards and he's sitting down like a rattlesnake?
No.
Yeah. So he's set down for some reason. He set down a rattlesnake, letting it go. But when they play it backwards, it looks like he's just snatching
like
it
he's
off the
picking
ground.
it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny.
And it was funny because people were like, "Oh my God!" And my mom sent it to me, and she was like, "This isn't real, but yeah, that reminds me of something you do." Snatch it off the ground.
Oh my God. That's what I think a lot of this is too. I think that Moistress misunderstands some of your humor as like mean or whatever, when a lot of it is just Southern hilarity. Like a lot of it is just like, it just is. It just, you got to know people from the American South to understand some of
I'm
it.
an asshole. I don't care. I mean, God, I don't
think you're an asshole at all.
Well,
I don't
owe
like
an abuser any
abusers.
nicety. Yeah. I mean,
I've
do I
never
owe
heard
Harvey
you.
Weinstein? Do you think I owe Harvey Weinstein nicety? I wonder that for,
No.
I wonder if Alexi does. Does he think I owe Harvey Weinstein some kind of nicety?
Yeah, would he be upset if you roasted Harvey Weinstein every night for 2 years?
Yeah.
It's very strange to me. But he really believes, and that last clip we just played, at the end of it, he actually said, even though Johnny Depp was the one accused of abuse, like, you don't even know the story. You clearly don't even know the story. All right, guys, I promise we're going to get to the text.
Okay.
We want to hear the rest of this though, because it's weird and funny.
Sense of the word.
That's Kat Tenbarge. She works for NBC and is kind of a bête noire for Depp fans.
Bête noire.
While other reporters were focused on the day-to-day of the US trial, Kat was more interested in what was going on online with people like that umbrella guy. She thinks that they were part of a deliberate strategy.
The moment that Adam Waldman testified, he really opened the floodgates for all of these influencers and creators to revel in the fact that they had this type of close communication with Team Depp.
Kat tried to...
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what? I got mentioned in one of the biggest trials out there. And the thing that they don't want to mention is all of that research was right. The world agreed with what I was saying there. And again, I'm not being like, oh,
she wouldn't know that because she wasn't paying attention to what was going on in the trial, because she was paying attention to what was online. And how would you know why it was online if you didn't watch the trial?
Well, she's an intern. She's not getting paid at the time. She turns this into a paying gig, so yeah.
To interview Tug, but instead of just saying no, he screenshotted her email and tweeted it out to his followers.
As soon as he did that, it was instantaneous. I received DMs on Twitter that basically said, "We know where you live, we know where you are,
Prove
and
it.
we're going to
I don't believe that.
you."
Not only that, okay, so
I don't believe
Laura
I don't believe her. You
Laura
sit on a
B.
throne of lies.
Did you see the Laura B stuff that she did there?
Yes, I did. I wrote about it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She doxed Laura B. So no,
and,
I don't want
her husband.
And contacted her husband's work and told her husband's work that he was married to an internet troll. And like, if someone did that to me, I promise you, hold on. I need to embiggen myself for this. If any of you ever try that to me, I promise you, I will haunt you for years. It will never end. Never.
Years.
It will never end. Oh, these people.
And I called that out.
So shitty. I would never do that to anybody. I would never go after somebody's husband or some innocent person. No. I would never forget that. I would never forgive it, and I would never stop. I would never stop trying to destroy your life after that.
Yeah, because I mean that's definitely them trying to ruin yours. So
yeah, Amy, I wasn't speaking to the chat. I was speaking to the idiots out there who do stuff like this, like Kat Tenbarge and Alexi Moistress, who think it's totally fine to destroy somebody's life because they don't like them online. They don't like the things they say. They don't like the words they say, or they call someone casually homophobic, like Alexi did to me. Casually homophobic. I don't know what casually homophobic means. but I'm not sure that I am
It
casually
means you don't
homophobic.
respect feds.
Yeah, right. I don't respect the feds. That makes me casually homophobic.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Whatever.
Oh, spies. Well, he's
Spies.
so you see, she's whining. But this is my go-to with journalists. I noted this with a Fox, and again, I made them aware. I'm not being rude, but if they send me questions, I was going to answer them publicly. It's transparency. And if
Yeah, why wouldn't
people,
they want you to show the questions if they're so? I would not. Tug, I write my press inquiries specifically hoping they'll go public. Sometimes I publish my own
Yeah.
because I know I'm not going to get a response from these people. So I'll just publish instead of what them not, they didn't respond. I'll just publish my inquiry and say these are the questions they didn't want to answer. I always write them intending for them to be public. I never ever write a press inquiry thinking it's going to stay a secret ever. And you shouldn't. If you're a journalist, you should be perfectly happy for anybody to publish your press inquiries whenever they want to. And look at how they're all
he does
like,
the same thing. Like
I know,
gonna
he's
lie.
about to complain about it too.
Yeah. Here we are.
He did that to me.
Oh yeah, check it
Hurt you.
out.
He did the same to me just a couple of days before I recorded this. I sent him an email asking about his links to Adam Waldman. He posted my list of questions online and then made a video with another YouTuber.
Alexi. I call him Alexi. No, what's funny is I looked at his name and the first thing I thought was Alexi Moistress. That's what I thought his name.
You're a
Oh yeah,
slap.
jokes about my name. It feels like I'm back at school.
You're so salty.
So what you're saying is you weren't very liked at school.
It's like, oh my God. I don't know. if there's
Yes,
anyone
Sarah,
like
that's
that.
me. That was me and Tug. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, and what he's not saying here is I told him no thanks. He mailed me or he messaged me once, then he messaged me. I had no answer. Messaged me again. I told him no thanks. Then he drops that with my name on the beginning of it. Just that Taylor Lorenz tactic. And my immediate response is, fuck you. I put it public,
Well, right. Yeah, no means no is right. You said no.
Yep.
And then he continued to keep on, and then you put it out there. Big deal. Big deal.
I don't remember
Big freaking deal. Yeah, what's left?
A substantial amount of money covering Miss Heard and Mr. Depp. Advertising tips from supporters. Oh, give me them tips.
Oh,
just the tip,
Are you
Tug.
ashamed
Just the
of
tip.
saying things like, she's got to be the biggest piece of crap now. She does have the right name, turd.
He repeated that phrase. He repeated that a couple of times. He played that in the beginning too.
Yep.
He
So
really
that's,
is
I mean,
butthurt about this.
he spent 5 minutes out of the 40 minutes. Again, he put it behind a paywall so he could
Complaining about Tug. Okay, I promised we were going to do a dramatic reading, and so now we are 44 minutes in, and we're finally
Let's do
going to
it.
start doing it. Okay, let me make this bigger.
and dig
All
in
right,
that.
so I have not totally caught up on the Fani Willis thing. I've been reporting on it on Fox 10 Daily on the podcast that you guys can get on Apple and Spotify and all the other places where you get your podcasts. Please go and subscribe. Fox 10 Daily, it's a thing. I've been doing it for 14 days in a row, which is amazing. I'm like at a record of things I've done in days in a row. All right, so here's the thing. Somebody sends me this complete dump of all the text messages between, and now we know that the attorney for Trump, Ashley Merchant, was texting with Nathan Wade's former attorney, Terrance Bradley, and Bradley was giving her inside info. So then he gets on the stand, and she already knows that he told her all this information. She asks him about it, and he lies on the stand, knowing that he's got text messages to her. It's incredible. So we're going to read these. I'm going to be in green. Tug, you're in gray. You're going to read the part of Terrance Bradley.
That's going to be difficult, but I'll try there.
Can you
look
read
at
it?
all that.
Is it too
Wow.
small?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, wow.
I know. That's going to be really difficult.
No, I can see it perfectly. I was just like, whoa, man. I'll try to get all those words in.
So just to remind you, this is Ashley Merchant, who is Trump's lawyer. And this would have been in September. She's communicating with Nathan Wade's former attorney, Terrance Bradley. Yeah, she is one of Trump's attorneys. Yes, she is, Stephen. She was doing the here. In fact, before we do that, I have an article that will kind of give you an overview on this. Fanny, well, I got to pull it up because actually I was going to do that. I was going to pull that up anyway. It's in the Times. No, the Washington Examiner, maybe. Let me see. Textual person. Yeah. All right. She's on Trump's team, though. She's on his team. If she's not his attorney, she's on his team, and she was doing the questioning of Bradley in court the other day. All right, here we go. Let's bring this up. Explosive text messages leaked in Fani Willis affair trial. Dang, they had a full-on relationship. Text messages between a key witness and a lawyer for one of former President Donald Trump's co-defendants. Okay, so she's on the team. She's on the team. Clarify the timeline, and she was doing the questioning too. Clarify the timeline of the romantic relationship between Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. In court on Tuesday, Ashley Merchant, an attorney for Trump's co-defendant, showed messages Terrance Bradley sent her, saying the relationship started before Wade joined Willis's team in November of 2021, which is what they said did not happen. While Trump's team expected Bradley, a former divorce lawyer and law partner of Wade, to testify that Wade and Willis had become involved romantically before she had hired him as a special prosecutor, he said he could not recall when he first heard about the relationship, telling the court he speculated in his text exchange with Merchant. When shown the text messages by Merchant on Tuesday, Bradley whispered under his breath, "Oh, dang. Wait till you see it." The text messages were entered into evidence, and the 413 texts were revealed exclusively on Megyn Kelly's podcast on Wednesday, raising questions about Bradley's testimony. And we'll get to those. But I want to show you the video. Oh, shoot. This wasn't the one that had the video. Where's the one with the video? Maybe it was the Times Union.
Why would you think this might not ever come out and burn you? You know?
Oh, God. I know. I always think that, though. Like hopefully I don't think I have any text like that with a source, but like she really burned him. She burned him as a source, and she was telling him in these texts. Of course, I don't really know how it went down. Like, did he do something that made her have to burn him? Because she had told him, "I will protect you. You can tell me." And he was even helping her write her motion about this inappropriate relationship. I want to find the video of him saying, "Oh, dang." It was so funny. I just had it. I had it pulled up, but I had to reboot my computer. Let me see. Hold on. I might find it here.
Yes, I know. That definitely did happen for sure, too. Because I was like, "Hey, I'm waiting backstage. Where are you? Where are you?"
I had to reboot because I thought, if I don't reboot, chances are the computer will just crap out in the middle of the stream.
Yep.
So I better do that. Let's see if I can find the video of him because it's really funny. I swear there was a video clip of it up, and this is going to drive me crazy. But he whispers. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay, hold on. Let's open this. This is so funny. I never heard a guy, by the way, talk so slow and answer a question so slow in all my life. You can tell that this guy is lying. All right, here we go.
Okay. Now I want to go, based on what you've just said, let's go to what was Defense Exhibit 26. Okay? In Defense Exhibit 26, which I showed you last time, was 2 pages of text messages between you and Miss Merchant, correct? Correct. All right. Now, the first page starts off by saying, Miss Merchant, like, just date, don't hire him. Do you think it started before she hired him? You see that?
Did you hear that? He goes,
"Yep.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Yes, I see it. Yes. And your response to that was absolutely, correct?
I'm going to object, ask and answer in cumulative.
All right.
Oh, all right. So that's what we are talking about right now. We're talking about those text messages, and we have all of them. And they are, I couldn't even believe how hilarious this gets. I haven't read all of it, but I've read a substantial amount. So let's just get going.
Do it.
So the FCDA Open Records is saying they don't have an original contract for when Nathan began work. They only have his renewal contract. Is that possible? opens, and then she has a file attached with open records request.
Oh, look, I'm opening it. Look, I've got the sound effects.
Perfect.
Wow. I'm not doing this all the time.
They stalling big time.
Yes, they are.
Type. I thought he had a badge or entrance card. Nothing. Who issued the badges? I can call you back.
Yes.
Thanks. I'm thinking maybe HR issued the cards. Can I call you back now, or are you busy with family stuff?
No one. Wait. Did we skip down? Did we jump? I think we jumped down. Yeah, you jumped down.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh,
yeah, you jumped.
So
I was like, wait.
Sorry. So the FCDA Open Records is saying they don't have an original contract. Wait, we already did that.
Yeah, you jumped. Okay. All right. You roll down. There's the entrance card. Keep going.
Call
There
you
go.
back. Yes. HR issues.
Okay. You jumped to a second page. All right. That's what it is.
Oh, there we
All
go.
right.
Any idea who I could get an affidavit from on the affair?
No one would freely burn that bridge.
Okay. If Chris was asked under oath, wouldn't he know? Why does this keep jumping?
Because it's set in between pages. Every time it jumps a page, it's gonna
This
bounce
is
like that.
annoying.
Yeah. See,
Why is it doing this?
it's because it's set up on page. You see where the 2 switches over when it jumps down.
No, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I'm only medium smart, Tug. I don't understand.
Yeah. If
Okay,
you roll
now
it,
I can see the pages. All right. Can
See
you
if it'll
still
roll.
read it if it's smaller?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where were we?
All right. Roll back up.
Roll back up. We were on
Yeah, roll
page
back
2.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, here we go. If Chris was asked under oath, would he know?
No.
Wow. I figured he would. I didn't expect them to be so careful. Emoji.
Emoji. He knows, but he won't admit it.
Would you be interested in being a program director for one of the DL seminars?
What is that?
I don't know. I'm president next year and wanted to get you more involved. Smiley face.
I'm interested. Let's chat.
Yay. Hey, I still want to chat about GACDL. You still interested?
Yes.
Is she bribing him so he'll give her more
It sounds
information?
like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. The March seminar is March 8 through 9 at State Bar. Would you be open to being program director for that one, or would you rather at different ones? Hey, just following up on this, I'm getting ready to appoint program directors and would love to have you as one if you are up for it.
Good afternoon. Can we talk about it on Thursday? Shouldn't be a problem.
Loved. Good afternoon. Can we talk about it on Thursday? Yay. Oh my God. She's such a white
Look
girl.
how much time is going between these two. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
And I bet there were some phone calls in between there too.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I got some more confirmation about Fani and Nathan. I still can't get anyone to go on record, but I also got the evidence that Fani did not and does not have county approval to pay Nathan. She violated county policy left and right. OMG. Nathan took Fani on a cruise and a trip to Napa and paid for it with his firm. Is he that dumb?
Wow. I'm on a plane from Dubai. Land at 3.
Nice.
We'll call you as soon as I land.
Okay, I assume you knew about the trips. Wow. Insane. I'm shocked. Well, not really, but somewhat.
No, I didn't. When did it happen?
Last trip was this summer, May or June.
No, I didn't know. I was gone by then. Doesn't surprise me. They took many trips to Florida, Texas,
and Napa.
California.
Yep.
California. That's what I should have went with.
California. Oh God, this gets so bad.
When she moved her daughter there.
I can't believe they were so carefree. I'm trying to anticipate her response when I blow this up.
Her daughter flunked out of FAMU and moved to Cali.
Oh God, he's got to be cringing so hard that he said this in text. And by the way, for all of you out there who flunked out of college, I am with you in solidarity. I flunked out of my first year. I flunked out of my first year, and I stand with all of you and Fanny's daughter who flunked out of college.
Unless you specifically have something that you're going for, like I went into mental health. I mean, unless you just need it there, I mean, come on.
I didn't know why I was there. I was supposed to go. I wanted to go to a performing arts school. My dad wouldn't let me. He said that was for fruits. So I showed him. I went to ASU and then partied my way right out of there in 1 year. And then I went back on my own and paid for it by myself. And I did okay. I did better. But I never graduated. I didn't want to. But I thought, this is so terrible for poor Fanny's daughter, right? She's done nothing. But now she got outed for flunking college. But like I said, I'm with you. I'm with you. I stand with you. Right?
They're mocking, laughed at.
I know. And now Ashley laughing at her daughter flunked out of FAMU and moved to Cali. Dang. They had a full-on relationship. Insane. Just insane.
He went to help her move her.
Why she would hire him is insane.
Yes.
Like, just date him. Don't hire him. Do you think it started before she hired him?
Absolutely. It started when she left the DA's office and was judge in South Fulton.
Liked it started when she left DA's office.
I like how we get liked. They met at Municipal Court CLE conference.
That's what I figured. When he was married. Is this accurate? Upon information and belief, Willis and Wade met while both were serving as magistrate judges and began a romantic relationship at that time.
Nope, Municipal Court.
Thank you. He's helping her write her motion.
Write her article. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It's her motion for the court.
That's crazy. But you can't put where they met. Not many people know that. I might be one of the only, not even Chris Campbell.
I'm not. I got stuff from the divorce lawyer. I got a ton of stuff.
Like what else? When will it drop?
Monday is my filing deadline. You won't be involved at all. Famous last words. He finally turned over his financial docs, which show he paid for Fanny's Delta flight. It has her name on it. To California Napa vacation, and he paid for a Royal Caribbean cruise for them. The divorce attorney noticed Fanny for a depo in 2 weeks. They have a hearing in divorce on January 30th. But since the records show her name and the same account he got his Fulton money he paid for her trips, it's not looking good for them. I'm still shocked they were so careless. They must think that they are beyond the reach of the law.
Damn, what else?
Do you even talk to him anymore? Let me think. He had been paid almost $1 million. Fanny is the one in the most trouble. She didn't get county approval to hire him. She is required by statute to do so.
MNO, I don't. Oh, typo, I don't. Just landed.
I'm almost done with my motion. I'm not filing you till Monday. Go home and sleep. I can send you a draft. Can't wait to hear about your trip. Is she honeypotting him?
Okay. Happy hunting, LOL.
To your knowledge, has Nathan ever prosecuted a felony? I can't find a single one.
Never in his life has he ever prosecuted a felony.
That's what I found out too. It's bad. Tug, Fani Willis hired an attorney who was a personal injury attorney. I thought it was bad that he had never tried a RICO case. He never tried a felony case. Holy crap. You want to talk about hiring your boy toy for a sweet job? Like, this is insane. This man is so unqualified. Oh my God. I about fell over when I read. This is when I started texting you and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Doug, do you want to do a dramatic reading with me? Because I stopped reading right about here and I was like, oh my God. I've been saying all this time, this man has never prosecuted a RICO case. I had no idea he never prosecuted even a felony. And she put him in charge of the biggest felony case in the history of our country.
That's crazy. Send period E a rough draft. Me.
Okay, promise not to share it. I don't want it leaked before I file it. I protected you completely, by the way.
I promise. Here's my email.
Which is not redacted.
That's
not
really
my fault.
good. I bet
This
it's
is how
already
the
been changed.
In fact, it would have been redacted if it was supposed to be, because look at, there's all these redactions on the phone numbers.
Exactly.
Just pointing that out in case anyone accuses me of doxing. Not that you needed protection, but I kept you out of it. Sent. Let me know your thoughts.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Liked.
I really appreciate you keeping me out, but I think you need to add me in the footnote 15 because I had contact as well. That way, it doesn't seem like I was involved.
Oh my God.
That's messed up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. See, now I really want to know the backstory and how he ended up on the stand and how she ended up cross-examining him.
Oh my God. Because I mean, this is bad. I mean, this is really bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's
I took
okay.
you out. Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Add me to footnote 15 and how much I made.
I took you out. I can add that back. Good point.
Yes, add it back.
Anything else? Anything that isn't accurate?
Looks good.
Dawn Marie says, this is as good as the Herd sidebars. Oh my God, you guys, make sure you hit the like button if you are enjoying this. I hear that some of you have not hit the like button, and that's very disappointing to me. Don't make me talk about my hair. If you don't hit the like button now, I will pull a Laura Owens on you and I will hold you hostage and extort you. I will extort you.
I would take you to court and say that I'm having your twins.
I will take you to court. I will drag your ass through court for a year.
Twinsies!
Twinsies! Did you see the update in the Laura Owens case, Tug? I forgot. I tagged you in it, but I don't know if you read it.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. No.
Oh, shit, Tug. She goes around her attorney. And I'm just going to tell Tug this while you guys are busy hitting the like button, because that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. While I tell Tug a story, and then we'll get right back to these texts. Tug, she goes around her attorney after that last hearing where the judge is like, neither of you are going to share anything that you disclose in discovery with the public. Nothing will be shared. And we will have this trial on June 10th. And she will sit for a deposition this Friday, tomorrow. And she will turn over discovery and she will sign this HIPAA form. So she signs it in front of the judge. The very next day, literally the very next day, she goes around her attorney. She writes a crazy ass letter to Clayton Eckert, sends it to his attorney without going through her attorney. So it's ex parte communication. She sends a letter saying to Clayton, if you don't drop this case, I'm going to sue you for $1.3 million for that real estate deal you didn't put through for me. But we can amicably resolve this if you will just drop this case and promise that we will not sue each other for anything forever going forward. So no defamation, no emotional damage, none of it. Corey, now that's not even the biggest news. Greg Woodnick, the attorney, sends an email to her attorney, ignores her totally, sends it to her attorney and says, your client just emailed me ex parte with this information. Number one, this is basically, he said, it's disgusting and it's extortion and she needs to stop it. And number two, my client is probably going to give this to the press because the world needs to know what kind of things she does. Mm-hmm. And three, I'm sure you're aware by now that 3 of the doctors she said were giving her treatment have told us they have no records.
Yeah, that's why she did that. I mean, it's a freak out there.
Tug,
that's amazing, though.
No records, no medical records. Holy crap.
Laughing in Dave Neal.
Laughing in Dave Neal. No. I hit the like, you extortionist. Yeah, I will extort you. If you don't hit the like button, I will extort you all day long. God, who behaves this way? Honest to God, I swear. It is so bizarre and weird. All right, we're going to get back to the thing. I'm going to get to I only have like a couple super chats. McCrae, thanks for the super chat, says, last one, I appreciate Tug because I'm from Missouri, maybe more southern than Tennessee, and I love my culture. Well, you should. You should be proud of your culture. Yes. Here for the truth. Thanks for the super chat. Her voice is like chalk on a blackboard, for real. Yeah, you mean for real. Rhea Norman, poor Mr. Moist is crying.
I'll play that song, but when we get to the end.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's end the show that way. McCrae says, my theory is the reason she burned him is because Fani and Wade lied on the stand, so she had no choice. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe because he became like the crux of this whole thing, right? All right, I can add you back. Anything else? Is it accurate? Okay.
Looks good. Yeah, we've been there. Okay, love looks good. Yeah, that's right.
Loved. How do you think they will respond? I'm trying to anticipate.
Did you look at campaign contributions? I can't remember what we gave her when she was running.
Good idea. And Sonia Allen now, how will they react to this? Attack me? Give the stupid no fear or favor speech?
That's another conversation. Sonia Allen. No, they'll deny it.
No way.
They won't attack you.
OMG. They will say those trips and cruises were for work? Even though he didn't submit them for reimbursement? LOL. Sonia, I keep trying to figure out where she fits into this puzzle.
Yeah, they're going to deny it.
OMG. There have got to be so many witnesses. If they deny it, they will become public liars. Yeah. So many people know about it. Not publicly, but so many folks have seen them, like most of the office staff.
Do you know when she was elected, he was on her executive team and was a part of all interviews for people she hired and fired? They will still deny it.
I did hear that, but didn't include it because I didn't have any proof. Was he just not paid for that? I'm not sure if anyone from that office would verify. I'm shocked she paid him so much. How did they think they wouldn't get caught? So careless. Why not just not pay Nathan? Lord.
Arrogance.
Wow, that's a lot of arrogance. She probably thinks it's all justified and legal. But if so, why hide it, you know? Can't wait to see how you hide taking 2 cruises when the tickets are in your names, both paid for by Wade? Did security accompany them on their out-of-town personal trips?
No, not out of town. But would to our office or dinner.
Ah, okay, thanks. I may subpoena the detail, but wasn't sure if it would help much. Those guys know it all. Emoji. Is that a cover your mouth emoji? What is it? It's crying, laughing emoji.
It looks strange like that, you know? It's like, what
It looks like it has fangs or something.
It looks like it's drooling. Yes, but they changed. You need to subpoena her original detail and current detail. You really want the guys when she was initially elected.
Liked. Ah, okay. Well, their bank records from this year show Napa Valley 2 cruises. One cruise he took Fani and his mom on.
Damn.
Bank records show both their names, flight numbers, ship name. So careless of them. Other than the security detail, can you think of anyone else who can confirm their romantic relationship? Obviously, leaving you and Chris out of the mix. Maybe her kids, other coworkers.
Her kids, yes. Her command staff. Dexter? You mean like Dexter, like on Showtime? Her administrative assistant.
Liked. Sending link, which is inside Fulton County, Department's District Attorney, DA, Executive Team, Operations Division, Dexter Bond. This guy would know if I subpoena him. And then she's looking at Tia Green and her.
They're even talking about who to, not just writing it up, but who to subpoena and everything.
Yeah. And he's giving, unbelievable. He's giving up all these names. What is in it for him? What's in it for him to do this?
Yes, but they may lie.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get as many people on my list of potential witnesses as possible. Hoping McAfee gives me a hearing. Let's see what they say under oath.
Who is your chief investigator?
Looks like a link sent with you. Okay.
Capers, no.
I think Baez is the one for anti-corruption.
And he is married to her executive assistant.
Oh, damn.
Yes,
so the anti-corruption person is married to Fani's executive assistant? Can you say nepotism much?
Yeah, and that's what he's saying. Essentially, right there. He's saying all might lie. Yes, Baez would know all might lie. So he's saying that they'll protect each other. That's fucked up.
My God. I'm sure they will all lie unless under oath, but his bank statement, no, they're even going to lie under oath, ma'am. They're going to lie under oath too. But his bank statements don't lie. What about Wooten and Wakefield? I'm sure Daisha knows and doesn't care.
Daisha knows. That's one of her besties.
I don't know how she couldn't. I would be angry because Daisha doesn't get paid as much as Nathan. Crying, laughing emoji. Please tell me Lauren Macaulay doesn't know. I want her to not be involved. And Adam, I hope they don't know.
Adam know. Lauren know. They probably know. They probably know, but not definitely.
Liked. Yeah, probably assumed like everyone else does. They assumed like everyone else does.
Yeah. They're too high up not to know. But we'll say they didn't know because never been in that setting.
Yeah, they'll skate around it if they haven't been inside the bedroom. It will be comical to see them try to explain a Caribbean cruise away. Even if they are friends, he paid for her cruise. That's illegal. That's the thing. Even without evidence of sex, he paid for her plane tickets and her travel.
Subpoena them all.
I'm nervous. This is huge. Can you imagine?
You're huge. I mean, that sounds like you're a biggin. You'll be
Can
fine.
you imagine what this must have felt like, though? Like if you're about to take down the DA of who's going after Trump, I'm sure she was nervous.
Like you'll be fine. You are one of the best lawyers I know. Go be great.
Loved. Thank you. Laughed at. Loved. I just filed to unseal the divorce pleadings. The shit show is beginning.
Okay, LOL.
John made it way bolder. He calls him her boyfriend. First, are you doing okay? Or this is 8 days later, or several days later. First, are you doing okay? I hope so. Next, do you have an address for the East Point pad or maybe a name for the lady who owned it?
I do not. Let me see.
Any leads would be helpful. Thank you.
Do an open records request of all the people hired when Fani took office, and it was fired around June 2022. If you get that, I'll be able to give you the name.
Thomas Ricks was her security. Liked open records request. It was someone who worked for her. Damn.
She hired a girlfriend, like a bestie. It was her place.
Oh, so she hired the man and his girlfriend owner, Diet? Diet? What does D stand for?
Girlfriend.
Owner, girlfriend, and his girlfriend owner.
Owned
something.
it? Maybe? I don't.
Or owned it, and his girlfriend owned it. That's what, it was just a mistake. So she hired the man, and his girlfriend owned it?
Green was security as well.
Liked. URL, District Attorney Willis, site assets, newsletters. File attached with MIME type. This appears to be...
That one didn't go through, though.
Oh, yeah, and message not delivered. This appears to list all the new hires, even has pics.
Not in these photos.
Liked. What are Fani's daughters' names? I got an anonymous tip. She's renting a house in one of their names for her and Nathan. Robin Bryant, East Point connection?
Send me a pic.
File attached. Does Fani know about the Sonia Allen affair?
Yes, that's her. That's the East Point apartment person.
She is key. Thank you. She also knows all about the media company payments.
Not sure if Fani knew about him and Sonia. Have you spoken to her, Robin?
No. So wait, he had an affair with the Sonia person too? Hold on, please. Hold, please. Wait a minute. What's Sonia's last name again?
I don't remember.
Nathan, Wade, Sonia, affair. Man, this guy gets around. He gets around. Man, this guy's got a hopping bedroom activity. I mean, for somebody who Fani Willis, insinuated he didn't have all his parts working properly, he's certainly making the rounds, isn't he?
Well, it's just crazy, like how much information, like you said, he's given up a lot. And, they're trying to pretend he's not the source. They're writing the documentation like that. They're trying to put in certain things to throw people off the trail.
And the news has not picked up on this Sonia thing yet. I'm not seeing anybody writing about it. So I guess he's, that's what it sounds like anyway. Where were we?
No, we're at no.
No,
you?
but I
Yeah.
found her name because I did an open records for the media company Fani hired to track her media. She was monitoring it, and then they yanked her privilege, so I figured it went bad.
Yes, she was fired.
Yeah, I don't think Fani knows about Sonia. I can't believe that. Ooh, why fired? I could tell when I read it, it was bad.
For something like disclosing confidential information. Confidential information to a relative. That's interesting considering like what information is he giving away? Is some of this confidential? Who knows?
Yeah, right. Wow. They were college besties, her and Fani.
Yes. How did you find her?
Lots of time and effort. Crying, laughing emoji. I got all of Fanny's she loves this crying, laughing emoji. I got to make sure I work on my emojis. I think I sent you a few crying, laughing ones today. I think I'm going to stop doing that. I don't like the crying,
I have 3 that
emoji.
pop up, and you can tell like at the end of the sentences they just pop up. So I put them on Twitter all the time.
I like the emoji that looks wide-eyed in fear. The one that's like, that's my favorite one.
I like the one that's like tapping the vein. No, I'm just if I had one like that, I would. I'd be like, oh look, he's got a little tie off in his mouth.
Julio, thanks to the super chat, says he's accused of SA a few months after Wade got contract. Convenient. Oh yeah, that's right. Bradley got accused of SA. Timpson whistleblower recording. Another witness from DA was forced to resign who Fani was subletting from for her crash pad with Wade. I think he was threatened. Right. Bradley had to leave. He had to leave his job, and he was there were no like police records or anything or any investigation that I know of, but he had to leave. He left the law firm with his escrow account full of money, and he just left the money. And that's what they were asking him on the stand, was like, well, where'd the money go? And he was like, I don't know. Did you leave it there on purpose? No, I guess I just left. So they were like, did you leave that there for like a settlement for the girl who said that you assaulted her? And he was like, I don't know what they did with it. Like I just left. So clearly, whatever it was, he was told to leave it there, Man, these people need to keep it in their pants. Why is everybody at this DA's office and everyone connected with them like such a bunch of horn dogs?
I mean, how do you not get fired? Again,
because
like,
everyone appears to be doing it.
Yeah, until somebody decides they want to accuse you of SA, or maybe I don't know.
Right?
It depends.
Or get rid of you.
This person is. You never know. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he did it. I don't know, but there didn't seem to be an investigation or anything, and it seemed like they just wanted to get rid of him.
Settle. I mean, if you don't mind, that does sound like a confidential settlement or something. I mean, again, that's a lot of speculation.
Right. Obviously, speculating on all of this. Okay. As Bradley would say, I was speculating. It's time to bring out the bourbon, I think. It's time. Bourbon. My throat's getting a little scratchy. This will solve it. All right. I got all of Fanny's emails about the critical media company. That lady was close with Fani, and then boom, she's gone. So I began to suspect that something happened.
She's her bestie. Be careful. She's probably still loyal. Not many people knew about the apartment.
Thank you. That is helpful. Liked. I have received so many tips and info this week. It's crazy. They made everyone sign NDAs this week.
I heard, but she's fired, so no NDA.
Yep.
Also, Fani came out and said she didn't make them sign the NDAs.
Oh my God, Tug! Look at how medium dumb I am. Medium smart. McCray, thanks to the super chat. Megan, my favorite medium smart mama. MS is short for Mississippi, not Missouri. Love you anyway. Now I'm going to bed. Love you both. Okay, now I'm embarrassed.
That's hilarious. It doesn't matter. You know what? I wouldn't have made that mistake because I would have just read it as MS.
I know that technically I know that that's true, but for some reason I just read it as Missouri. I know that Missouri is MO. I know that.
No, Megan did that on purpose, so you give her $5
to correct me. Yes. All right, where were we?
You're on. I saw that.
I saw that. They rescinded them.
Dexter Bond is key also.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So they made everybody sign NDAs.
Mhm.
And then Fani came out and said she didn't make them sign NDAs, but what really she just rescinded them.
Mhm.
Holy shit.
Dexter Bond is key also. That's her little flunky. Does that say do boy?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That
Oh,
sounds
should we
a
look it
little
up in the
dirty.
Urban Dictionary?
A do boy? Well, that sounds like it sounds like her effing buddy.
All right, a do boy is a person who watches what? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it sounds
Wait.
gross. A
Ew,
do
that
boy.
sounds horrible. The reason they are named do boys is because they would do anything, and I mean anything, for a gifted sub. Ew. All right, one who does everything for his associate under demand and receive no praises for his accomplishments. The pussy of the neighborhood.
Wet ass P-word.
The one you sent to the store. Oh, hey, buddy. Hold on a second. I got a kid here. Bad timing. Yes, dear. Are you going to bed? All right. Good night.
And hello, fellow people.
Hello, fellow people.
Hello, fellow people. Good night, my love. Close my door, please, before you walk in on me saying terrible words again. Oh my God.
What's funny is with anyone that you would have on stream, I definitely understand kids interrupting.
I know. What a terrible time for him to walk in while I'm saying the P word.
That's how it goes, man. Like everything.
And he snuck up on me too. He snuck up. I saw him over my shoulder. I was like, oh, jeez. It's quiet like a mouse.
My daughter will sneak in behind me when I'm making videos. I might not hear her, and then she'll do she'll do the Jason. She'll be,
He's probably going to ask his dad right now, what's a pussy? Damn it.
Oh no.
Let's see. The pussy of the neighborhood, the one you sent to the store for a Dutch and you didn't let her hit it when they got back. This phrase is mainly used after the task at hand is completed. It may have originated from the prison term fresh fish meat, both meaning the same thing.
Fresh fish meat.
1, a put down. 2, a self-esteem destroyer. 3, your personal bitch's official tag, personal slave. The request demand you go to the store, snag a Dutch for us, homie. The put down, I appreciate it, do boy. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. These
I
words
like you
don't make
dropping
any
some
sense.
prison slang. I love this.
I am the worst person to read prison slang. It sounds so stupid coming out of my mouth. I'm going to try again in the whitest way possible. Here's number 2. STFU, that's why you're the do boy of the hood, and everybody know it but you. Number
Everybody
3.
know it.
Everybody know it. Number 3. Maybe I should use my my Reddit voice for this.
A do boy have that Xbox plugged up by the time we get back so we can get this Halo 2 match going? Of course, this gaming session will not include the do boy.
All right, we are now done with our defining of do boy. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're not done. We're not done. I think Joe Biden, though, would like to read this next
one.
Phrase do boy has been used in the early 90s in Southern Ebonics. And I understand that because I have hairy legs and Corn Pop was a friend of mine. To classify a certain type of guy like Corn Pop, a do boy is a guy that likes or loves a girl that's not really interested in him, but he sniffs her a lot though. But the girl will keep this guy around to do things for her. She'll keep him around to wash the car, buy her something to eat, run errands for her. I lost my place. Where's my nap? Is it time for me to go to bed?
I think we got it. We got the point, right?
I think so.
All right. So Dexter is a do boy. That's what we've learned.
Yep, I learned a lot there.
Yes, he's huge, but he won't ever talk to me. I'm going to subpoena him. Jeff DeSantis, Dexter, Coffee and Green.
Covey was fired too.
Damn. I can't believe she fired them. Maybe he will talk. Why was he fired? My main question has always been, how did Sonia feel about Fani taking her man? Okay, so now we have confirmation. Nathan Wade and Sonia were a thing. So she took her best friend from college's boyfriend?
Coffee was fired because he slept with a subordinate. I see that one down there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not sure how she felt or feels. Her and Nathan are extremely close now. It started romantic, but when I left, it was more brother sisterly. They were romantic, but they became more like
Oh no,
brothers.
but read the next one.
But occasionally they would mess around. No, so they're
Do you
like,
occasionally mess around with your brother? Because that's
I
not
don't live in
brotherly.
Kentucky. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that. DUI lives there. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
DUI guy's a transplant, to be fair. So
true.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you live in the deep South, always make fun of Kentucky. That's one of our things. We always point over. We're like, Kentucky does it. Coffee was fired because he slept with the subordinate. He's gay. He had a party at his house, and the subordinate came, and they ended up sleeping together. The Coffee ended up having to reprimand him, and the guy went and reported it to Fani.
Damn.
Wouldn't this be a violation of quite a bit? Like here, when you're talking about firing reasons and everything.
Yeah. You know what it sounds like it's like to work in that office?
Oh, I'll see you at the feast tonight. Oh, we'll have lots of blood and semen. Oh, good.
Indeed.
It's so crazy in there. Like, why is it like a big orgy? I don't understand. What is going on? Why is everyone fucking everyone else? I've never worked in an office that was like that. I mean, admittedly, I worked in an office where I met someone and dated him, but it wasn't like the entire office was sleeping together and switching partners. There's like a whole lot of like
I'm never
swapping.
seeing a professional atmosphere. Like I worked in factories, in a factory, like you would get a lot of stuff like that. But again, professional offices, especially like this. I mean, what we're talking about here. Come on,
This is the DA's office, for God's sake. We are talking. This is not the inside look into the DA's office that I wanted.
What's
It might be
bad
the
is-
one we all needed, but to find out. But I didn't want it.
Well, that won't be covered. When it's dropped into the media, they will not focus on what should be focused. Like, what the hell? Maybe somebody should look into a little bit of this, because again, the anti-corruption folks, they won't investigate people because they're sleeping with someone, and these other people are sleeping. And they had to
Yeah, like the anti-corruption person was married to the assistant.
I mean,
And,
it's insane.
and like this guy Cuffy is like sleeping with secretaries and like I don't know, graping them at parties. I don't know what's going on and getting in trouble. Like I don't know. Sounds like were they roofies involved? I don't know, but it sounds like these people are into a lot of weird shit.
It also sounds weird when you're saying like Cuffy is extremely close to Fani. It's like, hey, it sounds like he's touching the
How
butt.
close? How close is he?
Be careful with him also.
Wow, can't believe these folks still like her after she fired them. I think she's going to admit the relationship.
Well, it was because of something they did. She had to fire them.
Makes sense. Totally get that.
Like she needs to fire Nathan, but she won't.
Yep. No, she won't. But she doesn't dispute it. She will go down in flames for Nathan.
Did you see this? File attached. Let's see. It is Fulton County DA Fani Willis speaks first time after allegations a special prosecutor affair, and attaches a file attached or an image attached.
Yep, she all but admitted the relationship. She told her defense she isn't going to deny the affair, but now she is flawed and he is qualified. Wait, but now she is flawed and he is qualified? That doesn't make sense. Today did not go well for her. Not sure who advises her to do that, but it backfired. I'm glad to see that these people have all the same typos that I do in my texts. Texting, like the auto correct is so bad. Like I'm sure she's a lawyer. She knows how to spell advises. And this is fucking Siri right here. Advices.
Look at this statement here. I hated her pandering to the black church. He was good enough for the white Republicans in good old Cobb County, but not good enough for me. What's the difference? That burned me up.
God. Oh my God.
Pandering to the black church.
Oh. Fani Willis in church is like, it should be a meme. It should be a meme. Have you seen Fani Willis in church?
Yes, I have.
I think we need to pull some of it up because there are some things. There are some things. Like in fact, let's just pull up like why is it that people like her run to church to pretend that they are, that they can weather all the storms and stuff? This is so dumb. What?
follow to them. And at some points, I'm just gonna.
Can't hear her. This is a bad recording.
Boy, was I wrong.
Like, let me show up at church after I've been shown that I'm a serial adulterer, and then the church embraces her. Like, oh, you tell it, Fani. You show these.
It's just like prison reform. You know what I mean? Like you get one out of maybe 10 people that are actually serious, but yeah, a lot of
The volume on that is so bad. Let's see
It's
if there's
bad.
something different. Let's see. Fox News has Fani Willis gets achievement award at church. So they gave her an award. Cites, oh my God. This is after her court testimony where she is shown to be a liar. A liar. They invite her into the house of God to share about her lies, to talk about her lies.
The scripture they keep
Man, this volume is bad.
against you shall prosper. I need y'all to hear me though. They did not say the weapons will not form. And that's the part I didn't hear until recently. Just because they won't prosper, it doesn't mean that they won't form.
Didn't she
Even
just
if
say
you
that?
feel like everything you are doing in
She
your
just
life
repeated
is the
that.
right thing. And you may
Oh, you mean adultery and stuff? And like sleeping around with your coworkers? That's the right thing to talk about in church?
Does
The
he go to
hell?
different churches or just that 7-day Adventist church?
I don't know. People are saying this is the second one. So apparently she's a favorite at the churches. Oh, here we go. Fani Willis has spoken at 2 churches this month alone. She didn't go for a high school pep rally, but to inform the congregation that she is imperfect, which I guess is how lawyers talk about an adulterous affair. Poor discernment in church is not sex specific. Yeah, so she went on a church tour directly after lying on the stand. I mean, holy cow. This
That's
is
what people
funny.
do though, man. I mean, they lie through their teeth and then they're like, oh, no, I'm godly and I'm good.
But why does the church allow it? Why do these churches allow these public liars to get up and use them to make them look holy and righteous and as if there's nothing wrong with what they just did? That's heinous. Like, if you're a church and you're engaged in that kind of behavior, shame on you. Shame the hell on you for inviting a liar, a known liar and a perjurer to stand up in front of your congregation and be I don't know, what do you call them? This is a word. The words are leaving my head now. When kids are there, kids are watching this. You want the kids in your church to use her like some kind of poster girl for success?
I would have tried to insert some words there, but I was watching you press. But yeah, you can tell when I mess up because it takes me forever to try to find something like
I'm finding the wrong word. I was trying to say role model. That was what I was trying to pull out of my head. Some kind of Debbie had it. Some kind of loose twat. Yeah, So yeah, you're going to put up this loose twat on the pulpit to stand up there in front of the children of your church as an example of what is good and what is right. What's wrong with you, pastors? You have something wrong with you if you're doing that. I mean, it's fine. Don't like deny her or you don't have to like, turn your back on her, but do you put her up on the pulpit? This one? Wow. No. Not in my church. Join my church. We will never invite Fani Willis to speak at my church. All right. Yep. It might have worked for the crowd, but it's not working in the press. I found the East Point location. Was it in Hateville? So I searched the campaign disclosures and I can't see anywhere Nathan donated. I see your $2,500 contribution, but it doesn't say Wade, just your law firm. Do you think he donated through someone else?
We donated to her initial campaign 3 years ago.
Liked. Thanks. I'll pull. Do you still think she's going to deny?
No. Too many people saw their interaction.
Me too. I think they admit it.
How much was Cross paid and the other special prosecutor?
Cross $250, Floyd $150. They went to Australia in December. Oh my God, they went to Belize, Australia, Bahamas, Napa, Panama City Beach, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian cruise. Happy birthday. Love the pics.
TY.
Just checking on you. I'm going to be sending a subpoena for the 215 hearing, and I hope it doesn't go that far, but I need to be prepared. I'm subpoenaing Chris Campbell and Nathan's office stuff. I fear it would look suspicious if I did not also subpoena you, but I plan on putting Nathan and Fani on the stand and only have others under subpoena for backup. Oh my God, do you think it backfired on her? Do you think she didn't think he'd get called? I will leave you out, but I think if I don't subpoena you, it would look fishy. What do you want me to do?
I'm okay with it.
Liked. It's my hope that they do the right thing before then. Oh, honey, they will
Oh, here we
not.
go. You are my friend, and I trust you. Whoopsie, exactly. They will not. They're arrogant as F. She thinks she won the other day when she didn't have to be deposed.
That wasn't a win. Thompson set them up. Nathan can admit it all on the 31st, and if he doesn't, then Thompson will make Fani sit. He basically gave Nathan a chance to protect her, but if he doesn't tell all, then Fani will have to sit. Nathan's finances make it look like he owed a lot of money when he began this.
Owed to who? Not true.
Loans. Question on not true. It may just be coincidence. He was highly leveraged.
That's on paper.
What do you mean? He wasn't leveraged?
How is he leveraged?
He took out a lot of loans and then paid them off when he cashed Fani's checks. None of the co-defendants' lawyers know I know you at all. So they are all wondering if Nathan owed you and Chris money. They're all speculating. It's interesting to sit quietly and listen. So she was communicating with him and not even her own team knew?
It's wild.
That is wild. Do you know if Nathan went to John Marshall in Atlanta or Chicago? News keeps saying Atlanta, but his bar thing says Chicago.
Atlanta.
Thanks. File attachment with image. Bingo. Look who was speaking.
Yep. LOL. Then you have 2 failures in the bottom.
Emoji. One of them's an emoji. Is it a laughing one? Yes.
Failure emoji.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Yay! Larry said you were, but I wanted to check on. We are close by if you all need anything. Dinner or court coverage. Happy to help.
Thank you. It was rough. Do you know Stacey Evans?
Not really. Should I? Talk to Robin, by the way. She and you may be the only ones who knew about the cohabitation in East Point prior to Fani becoming DA.
Gabe called me out of the blue.
Wow, I wonder if they are circling the wagons trying to reach out to everyone who knew.
Not sure, but I haven't called him yet. We'll let you know after the call.
Interesting. I haven't reached out to him, and I haven't sent him a subpoena yet. Liked. We'll let you know. Is he still friends with Fani?
Fishing. Said he read an article that listed me as a source. I asked him to send me the article.
Fishing. Probably read something showing everyone we subpoenaed. I can't imagine he would lie to protect either of them.
He is.
Going to lie to protect them? He would risk his license for them? That is insane.
He's going to say he doesn't know.
I guess I'll have to ask him very, very direct questions then. I was planning on calling him this week. We sent his subpoena Friday. I think he will lie to me or just avoid it all. And will he say he doesn't know if they ever dated or just didn't know if they dated prior to her taking office? Should I call Clint Rucker? He has to know.
No, she fired him on day 1. He supported Paul Howard.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't been able to figure out why she turned on Paul Howard. She loved him. I hated him, but she loved him. The fact that he thinks that is AC communications is laughable. He has some nerve calling you to lie for him. Literally no AC privilege for conduct before the divorce. Besides, now that he filed a fraudulent affidavit, you may actually have a duty to alert the court to the fraud in the affidavit under the crime fraud because he lied under oath to facts you know to be false. I'll look at that and let you know.
Call me when you get this.
Let me know when you're free. Thanks.
Okay.
I wonder what that conversation was about. Obviously, it was too spicy for texts.
It was about nipple clamps or something. There's something weird going on here. I mean, it's weird that he's dumping all of this here. I mean, it's.
Have we seen a picture of Merchant? Have you seen what she looks like? All right, let's see. What's his last name? Oh yeah, Bradley. She's blonde and pretty. Trying to find a picture. Ashley.
So why did she dump all of this out here? Why exactly did all of this become
I
public?
think they were subpoenaed.
Oh.
I don't think she had a choice.
Oh.
I actually don't know though. Like I really do not know. I'm trying to find her picture. There she is. Okay, here. She's blonde and pretty.
I mean, this will burn him going forward. Like nobody will ever trust this mofo ever again.
So this is her in the pink here. Let's see if I can.
I like the two pictures together, like looking back here. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, now I remember her. So Nicholas Starr was watching this trial and they had the camera placed really inappropriately on her on the Zoom. It was focused totally on her tatas. And Nicholas wrote this hilarious tweet. In fact, oh God, if I could find it, it would be really funny. He had this hilarious moment. It was a while ago though, but I was laughing at it. I was laughing so hard because they had put, if you were watching it on Zoom and he was, all you could see is just her giant boobs in the thing. And like the camera was just too low. It was a total crack up. I'm going to try and find it because it was funny. So maybe that's why he's talking to her, because she has a rack. She has a giant rack.
so he wasn't really talking to her. He was talking to her giant rack.
Uh-huh. Maybe he was hoping that he was going to be able to get closer to it. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the text that says motorboat. And you'd be like, oh, okay.
You do have to wonder why on earth he would tell her all this stuff.
Everybody else was sleeping with everyone else in other offices. Maybe he figured she got down like that.
Right? This clip was so funny. I want to find it. He sent it to me too. Somewhere. But I don't know what happened to it. Damn. It was funny. Oh, that sucks. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Nicholas tweets too much. I think he sent it to me on, hold on. I'm going to check my DMs because it might be in there. Not that far back. Damn. Nicholas. I need that tweet. It was very funny. Anyway, if one of you finds it, damn it, Nicholas. If one of you finds it, send it to me because it was hilarious. Send it to me on Twitter.
I can't say anything about talking too much though. Shit. Like I have to be told to stop because I'm like, fuck, I'll talk forever.
I have the same problem though. All right, let's see. Where were we? If Stacey Evans' husband is the one that caught them having sex, what?
Whoa.
What?
Whoa, spicy.
Can't I just subpoena him? He's a lawyer in Atlanta. Stacey, who's Stacey Evans? Who are these people?
I don't know. It's just everybody.
Stacey Evans, Fani Willis. Who is that? Everybody's catching everybody sleeping with each other. Like, and where are you where people are catching you having sex? Where are you having the sex? Where is all the sex going on that people are walking in?
All right. Who knows?
Oh my God, she's a state rep. Stacey Evans is a state rep.
Stacey Evans' husband is the one that caught them having sex. So her husband caught.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like I said, the media, like they better focus on what's in these texts, not just the whoa text. Because again, wow, people need to be looking into a lot of subjects here.
This is so crazy. And I haven't heard about any of this. Why was this not in the article? And why was I not in this circle, says C. Wilson. Flux says, I've never walked in on anyone. I must be in one of the boring jobs.
Really?
Squid Pro Quo says, I have a feeling this shit is going to get a lot bigger. Damn, I can't get to archive.is right now to unlock that New York Times article. I don't know why. It's having a problem right now. And the New York Times article is behind a paywall. But I want to know who this Stacey Evans is. Who is she? Like, who are these people? And where would they have been that they walked in on them having sex? Were they having sex in the office?
That's what I'm wondering. Is that what they're doing?
Oh my God. Oh my God. And who is Stacey Evans' husband? Mr. Evans or his wife? a Democratic state representative. She's a state representative. Okay, state rep Stacey
Evans.
Evans. What state? Georgia or Atlanta? What? Yeah, Georgia. That's Atlanta's not. Wait, Atlanta is a state. No, Atlanta's a city. Atlanta's a city.
I was just looking up Atlanta because it said it's a lawyer in Atlanta. I wonder if they're like
Alabama.
Yeah, if I hit Stacey Evans Atlanta, it comes up. Stacey Evans is state house representative.
Oh,
for
she's
Atlanta,
okay.
Georgia.
Here she is. Here she is. Here she is. Here she is.
Make sure if it's that first picture that pops up, StaceyEvans.com, it's got an address at the bottom. I don't know what that is. So just to note
But it's on her website. Why?
I get it, but you never know.
There's also some innocent children on this website. Let me find one that doesn't have kids.
Oh, I like
on it.
that. It's like, if this is who it is, I like how it is a fierce advocate for our progressive values.
They want their kids in every picture. Like, could we have a picture without your children? Like, I don't really want to put your kids' faces up on this when we're talking about this. That just feels wrong. All right, let me see if I can find something that is not on her website. Stacey Evans, state rep. For God's sake, she's got every picture of her on her website. Okay, here we go. Here's a picture. All right, this is Stacey Evans. And
okay, so Stacey Evans is also an attorney. So what Stacey Godfrey Evans practices complex business litigation.
Most reps are attorneys.
Yeah. So I was just looking because it said her husband was a lawyer. So I'm just narrowing it down. Do we have the right person here? Well, it's starting to.
All right, let's see who her husband is. Let's go to her Wikipedia page, because that will have the husband information on it. Like, where were they at when this happened?
Oh my God, there's a picture. Just look up Stacey Evans Atlanta husband, and the first images that he
does he look like
well, she looks like she's caught in headlights, and I'm just imagining his face walking in on somebody. Let me see if I'm gonna see if it'll pull it up under my freaking I've got it on my phone, so I want to see if it'll pull it up on my computer too. Let me see.
Oh, I just found a good article on this. Apoplectic is the name of the article. This is so freaking funny.
Okay.
Apoplectic. Oh, wait, wrong one. Apoplectic. Why a state lawmaker almost took the stand in this week's Willis hearings. State Rep Stacey Evans was baffled when a defense attorney trying to disqualify Fani Willis from the election interference case invoked her name. So she rushed to the courthouse to bat down this ridiculous rumor. Oh, for God's sake, the subscriber articles are killing me tonight.
Check this
out.
All
right, hold on.
Here's the husband's face.
All right.
That's what's listed anyway in there. Like imagine him like
why does she look so
and,
scared?
I know. and like him, imagine him like peeking in the office and finding people going to town.
Oh my God.
He's like, ooh, yeah. I wonder, would he be shocked or would he film from the closet?
I cannot even fathom how this happened unless they were literally in the office.
Advocate across the top. I don't know.
I mean, because they don't look like the kind of people who are hanging around Fani Willis, do they? Like, they're not going to bars with her and stuff. So
she had to run to the freaking. She had to run to the courthouse and be like, "No, that's not true."
Archive appears to be down. It's really weird. Yeah, I've try going to archive.is. It's not working for me.
Try FO.
I've been on 2 different browsers now, and it's not
FO.
working.
FO pull for me.
I've never done archive FO. What's that?
Yeah. Archive.FO. It's same place.
Same thing? This is so weird. It keeps failing.
Yeah, .FO came up. That's what I'm saying.
Here, see if you can unlock. I'm going to put in the private chat this article. See if you can unlock it, because I kind of want to read it.
Right.
Because I'm dying to know how this could have happened.
Right, give me a minute.
Rosalind Duke says, "I work from home. Megan and Vices are my coworkers."
It is. I'll drop the link for the archive. You can also go to those paywall removal sites.
I've never done. I don't know those. You're gonna have to send me. I always just use archive.
Yeah, just look up remove paywall. Now, it doesn't work on every site, but many sites it'll strip the paywall off of it, and Get rid of the
Cool.
ads too. Yeah, there's your archive, by the way.
McCrae says, Megan, my favorite medium smart mama. Oh, I already read that one. Yep, I
Yeah.
know. I got that one wrong. Okay, Nancy Karenzik, thanks for the super chat. Toxic Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how it sounds. Rhea Norman, in the UK, Fanny is a lady front bottom.
That's what I was saying before. Yeah,
She pronounces it Fani. But that's really weird because we've always called her Fani Willis from the beginning. And like now all of a sudden that everything's national, she's suddenly Fani. Is that how she's always pronounced it? Or have we just been wrong all this time? Julie O, thanks for the super chat, says they aren't in the same legal team, separate for each defendant. Ashley is Michael Roman's lawyer. Okay. Julie O, thanks for the super chat, says, shouldn't it be a whistleblower not snitching? I think Bradley called it out. They got rid of him with SA accusation. Maybe he was doing the right thing. Lead attorney calls her double E's or Pantene.
Double E's.
Unhung Hero, thanks for the super chat, says, in the words of Ethan Ralph, it's not true. All right, wait. And I cannot get to that link you sent me, Tug.
You can't pull the archive info?
No. There's something going on with my browser. It's like blocking it. Something's blocking it.
I'll pull it up.
I wonder if it's my ad blocker.
No, it shouldn't hurt the
Something's
archive.
blocking
So,
it.
I mean, they have ads, but it still shouldn't block your,
Yeah.
Here's
All right, here we go. All right, let's read this. I want to know.
Okay, you want me to read this?
Mm-hmm.
Apoplectic. Why state lawmaker almost took the stand in this week's Willis hearing. State Representative Stacey Evans was baffled when a defense attorney tried to qualify Fani Willis from the election interference case invoking her name, so she rushed to the courthouse to bat down the quote-unquote ridiculous rumor. By Bluestein. What a name, Bluestein. Stacey Evans was hours into one of the busiest days of the legislative session when her phone lit up with messages. Well, there was a Stacey Evans mentioned in the Fani Willis hearing, one read. The Atlanta Democrat was well aware of the all-out push by defense attorneys from Donald Trump and his allies to derail Fulton County's election interference case, but Evans was baffled when her name was dragged in the nationally watched hearing on Tuesday. A few weeks earlier, Evans had been subpoenaed by Ashley Merchant, one of the attorneys for the 15 remaining co-defendants. Evans promptly told Merchant she didn't know anything about the case and she fought a subpoena while the legislation was in session. Evans suspected why her testimony might be sought. She and her husband, Andrew, owned a law office in Midtown.
Oh my God.
Interesting. Where Willis rented office space a few years ago. And Evans heard of the ridiculous rumors flying around that she had walked in on Willis having sex with special prosecutor Nathan Wade.
No. The rumor was that your husband walked in on her. Not you.
Yep.
Not you.
Yep. Their relationship is at the heart of the Trump-backed efforts to disqualify Willis from the case. I don't know why they were dating. I've never known them to date, Evans told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So if she is sending me a subpoena because of that, then I don't have faith in whatever case they think they have. Merchant never followed up on the subpoena, which is why Evans was stunned when the defense lawyer invoked her name during a Tuesday hearing as she grilled Terrance Bradley, a former Wade law partner. Hundreds of text messages between Bradley and Merchant obtained by the AJC reveal why Evans was in the mix. On February the 2nd, Bradley sent a text to Merchant asking if he knew Evans, who ran for governor in 2018. She responded that she didn't know. 3 days later, Merchant asked Bradley if she heard a rumor about Evans' husband, Andrew. Evans' husband, Andrew. Husband.
Oh,
yeah, it's called extra husband. Yeah, it messed me up for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, is there an extra player?
Is there a third husband? These days, you never know.
My two husbands. It's Andrew's husband. I was like, wow, okay. Walking in and Wade Willis, can I just subpoena him? Bradley wrote he wasn't sure which one and suggested that Merchant not be too direct in trying to deduce this information. Evans' husband, Andrew, who is on Wade's legal team, also said the rumor was a lie.
Oh my God, he's part of the legal team. He's part of Wade's legal.
an absolute shit show.
So you know what he's going to claim? He's going to claim privilege. He can't be asked anything because he has privilege.
In the interview, Stacey Evans told the AJC she was so infuriated that she left the Capitol and walked a few blocks to the courthouse to condemn the rumors under oath.
Seems like thou dost protest too much, madam.
But
Why are you so
prosecutors-
mad?
But prosecutors felt no need to call her as a witness to the witness stand after Bradley testified. Of course not. I mean, the text said everything that you needed there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, Evans said she was apoplectic. I said apoplectic that her name was brought up in a hearing targeting Willis. The idea that someone I considered a strong, badass female lawyer is getting
Oh my
raked through the
God.
coals based on rumors and gossips. made me
Rumors
wanna
and
go-
gossip?
Yeah,
No,
it's
we have the text messages, ma'am.
Oh, Lord.
No. We have evidence. It's called evidence. Evidence. You may have heard of it.
Well, the way they framed that conversation, that's not the same thing. Like, again, he's dumping all of this stuff that's talking about what happened behind the scenes. I mean,
My God, let's read that again. If Stacey Evans' husband is the one that caught them having sex, can't I just subpoena him? He's a lawyer in Atlanta.
I'm not sure which one. I wasn't there. You would have to subpoena them and fish it out of them, but you can't be too direct.
I won't. Did you call Nate?
No,
I wouldn't have either. I would have been too mad.
I am.
File attachment with image. Got the list of everyone at the conference. I wonder if Rob Schattenmeyer saw anything. Are we at the end? Is that it? Oh,
I'd be mad if my last name was Schattenmeyer, by the way.
I can't believe we're at the end. That makes me sad. I
That was
want
actually getting
more.
spicy there.
I know. I want more. I want
Yeah.
more. Dang.
I mean, it was getting really, I was like, man, it's starting to really heat up. I mean, what I found out is like the office there is a freaking debauchery den. Everybody's having sex with everyone.
Debauchery den.
I mean, Lord.
Well, wait, who
Maybe
was
you-
that congressman who was in the wheelchair who alleged cocaine sex parties? And that's why he was on the outs, because he wouldn't go to the cocaine sex parties.
I don't know. At this point, I think Stephen Hawkins was working there. He's flying to Epstein Island. And
Wait, it was Cawthorn. Madison Cawthorn. Remember that super hot guy that was in a wheelchair? Here, this guy. He was so good looking. If you're going to be in a wheelchair, like this guy had no handicaps really, because when you look like this, even if you're in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter. Women love it.
yeah.
This guy is a hottie.
He looks like a clean version of Camelot 331.
He does.
He does, doesn't he? It's
Well,
Cody.
and
Like
he
a
claimed that his colleagues were inviting him to cocaine orgies, like gay orgies. And I can believe that because look how handsome he is. I mean, seriously.
I know
All
it
the
wasn't Cody
dudes,
because he wasn't like, yeah, and I attended. No, it's with you, Cody.
all the dudes in Washington, D.C. wanted a piece of this for sure. And especially because he's in a wheelchair and they're into weird shit. Representative Madison Cawthorn broke his silence on Friday after days of GOP uproar over his remarks on a podcast claiming congressional colleagues were using drugs and inviting him to sex parties. But in a lengthy statement, Cawthorn attempted to distance himself from his own comments, suggesting it was Democrats and the media had made the allegations about cocaine use and orgies. Yeah, somebody got to him and was like, we're going to make you disappear if you keep talking about this. And then shortly after this, you guys, what happens? Oh, yeah, there was a gay porn video filmed in the Senate hearing room.
Yes. Oh, my God. I remember that came up. And is anybody surprised anymore what we
No.
find out, though?
No, I'm not. And what I'm trying to point out here is that it is...
It's proven that
for
it's
the course, right? This is what they
Yeah.
do. And I'm
Yeah.
not trying to blame it on Democrats or Republicans. They're both doing
They're all
this.
messed up, man.
And I don't believe for 1 second that Madison Cawthorn was lying when he said that first. And when he took it back later, he was probably threatened by someone. And it probably was his colleagues. It probably was. If you think there are closeted people all over the place, and I'm sure in the Republican Party too. And I just don't believe for 1 second that this is not going on. Look at this. So if you didn't hear about this, this is really something. DC is buzzing about Senate sex scandal. What it says about the way we discuss gay sex. Who writes like this? That's the thing you're worried about, Oliver.
Yeah.
David Oliver is worried about the way we discuss gay sex.
Yeah, not them banging it.
Oh my
Oh my god.
who are these people? If it were a hetero sex scandal, I would be just as annoyed. I would be just as angry.
Yeah, well, they want you to focus on the oh my god buzzword and not the sex scandal part.
Not the fact that like a couple of dudes were filming themselves in the Senate hearing room. I mean, my God, the United States Senate. And we're supposed to be, look at this. Is gay sex more scandalous to the media? Who cares? It was a porn video made in the Senate. Do we need to care about which kind of porn it was? I'm pretty sure that I'm against all porn being made in our US government houses. Can I just put that out there? Can I just be against all porn in government offices that I pay for?
Yeah, when you're electing your officials, you're not like, hey, why don't they sublet for this?
My God. Why don't they sublet? You're funny. Look at this. Gay men's sexual. This is an actual.
I like that picture. It's got a tank blowing it. It's blowing its load.
Look at this. Gay men's sexual freedom makes vanilla America both titillated and infuriated. No, I was not titillated by that at all. I couldn't even look. I was infuriated. Which explains why the latest sex scandal in Congress feels like a car crash the public won't look away from. How could we? It was a literal porn tape made in the Senate on the Senate hearing floors. And by the way, we never found out how that dude got the job he got and why. And it sure sounded like when you looked at his social media account that he was hired specifically for that reason. He had a picture on his Instagram account of him naked in the shower in the Senate showers saying, I'm in the Senate showers waiting for Lindsey Graham. Now that might have been a joke, but it also might not have been a joke. Like, did they hire a rent boy in the Senate?
Maybe. Oh my God. Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah, MG Law says, well, we know how he got the job and why.
Yeah.
And the guy that he was making the video with was a foreign national from Germany. The guy who's kielbasa that he was taking, or whatever it was. What's a German sausage? I'm not making that up. He called it that. He said he was taking German.
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work.
He said he was taking some German sausage on the Senate floor.
There's German sausage on the side. Yuck.
Ew, they're all gross. All of them are gross. And I would say that about hetero weirdos too, who are doing porn in the Senate and stuff. That's crazy. Jojo says, geez, Megan, I don't know why your computer acts weird. I don't know. Maybe it's what you Google. Oh my God. If you saw my browser history, and I tell everyone all the time, like my browser history is a nightmare because of the stuff that I write about. It's an absolute nightmare. Mm-hmm.
That's why
IT Goatee is busy all the time.
Yeah, I look up allegations, and I mean, there's some horrible allegations I look up.
Oh my God, yeah. All right. So I don't want to read about gay sex in the Senate anymore.
No.
Oh, there we go. Wiener Schnitzel. That was the joke I missed.
There we go.
Damn it. I missed it again. I missed another good joke. I don't know why I do this. I'm just not cut out for this, Tug. Flux says Megan's only a little phobic. I'm a little phobic about, you know what I'm phobic about? Public sex. Very phobic about that. I have a phobia when it comes to public displays of sex in government buildings that I pay for.
How many politicians do you see and you're like, yeah, I'd like to see that politician naked? I mean, really?
Madison Cawthorn.
I mean, are you ever like Nancy Pelosi? Or are you like, woo, man, hot?
Well, she does have nice front side. She's got the nice tatas. She looks fantastic in a bathing suit for an 102-year-old or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Have you seen her in a bathing suit? It's kind of
No,
weird.
and I don't want that.
Oh, I'm gonna
No,
make
I
you
don't.
now. Now you have to. Now you have to. Sorry, you brought it up. And Nancy Pelosi is kind of good looking for an older lady. Not the face or
So
anything.
you remember
But
that part about I said, like, you ever think, and I noted specifically as an example of no, Nancy Pelosi, like, hey, you got a bathing suit picture.
no, I mean
Like,
she's
no.
really. I mean, if I look like this at her age, I'm gonna be kind of okay. Like just block out her face, but she's looking pretty decent in that bathing suit. I just gotta say, not bad. She must walk. I mean, she's in between two, I think her daughters who are way younger than her, and she looks better than both of them.
She can't stand up straight though. She can't even stand up straight.
Well, that's true.
Her
She's
breasticles
stooping.
are they're weighting her down.
No, that's the evil. That's the dark side. That's what that is.
Evil. Yeah.
You are not the first person.
Palpatine.
You are not the first person that I forced to look at that picture. I think I made Nick Ricada look at it.
Now he secretly has it pinned to his ceiling.
That's why no one's heard from him in a while. He's been in bed staring at it
with his snuggle pillow. He
got a snuggle pillow made out of Nancy Pelosi. Did you see? I got to show you this. This is funny. So people keep tagging me in like, "Where's Nick?" posters like
I saw, yes.
Where's Nick? And somebody put him on a milk carton, and this actually made me LOL. This was one of the funnier ones because some of them have been really mean.
Yeah, something's weird going on because Twitter has actually been showing me some of your posts as of late, and typically I have to go out of my way to find posts that you do anything with.
Right, because I'm always shadow banned, like for real. I'm always under a shadow ban. For whatever reason, I don't know what I do to piss people off so much. I really don't. Okay, so here's what. This was funny. Wait, I'm trying to. How do I back up? Why is this so? Okay, there we go. Has anyone seen Ricada Law recently? Maybe we need to put out an APB. And it's just missing. Have you seen me? If found, contact Vice's Mindset or Megan Fox. They spelled my name wrong. I'm not. I know I will have made it when they spell my name right. They still spell my name with an A. But anyway, this made me laugh. He's not dead or anything. He's just been sick. Can the man get sick?
I wonder if I've ever misspelled your name in thumbnails. Let me check.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I would have told you because I hate that. I would have been like, "There's no A, Tug."
No, I haven't, but I could go back and change it. No, I'm just kidding.
People are so like they're like posting stuff about R.I.P. Ricada. Like he's just sick. He has the flu. Can he just calm down?
R.I.P. Ricada Law.
Everybody calm down. He's allowed to be sick. And if it's the flu that my daughter had recently, oh my God, he won't come back for another week and a half. It lasted forever. She was so sick. She missed almost a full 2 weeks of school. So
it's been rough this year. Did you see the Hales video today? I haven't seen it yet.
You mean the one that
drop one today on like what happened with the trial or the hearing?
Really? Was that today? Well, I think they didn't have it. Well, no, they did have it. They went in.
Yeah, it was for yesterday. They teased it last night. They said they would be dropping one that talked about what happened.
Let me look.
I haven't had a chance. I've been out all day long doing stuff. So.
Oh, bad news in court 4 hours ago.
I've got to check that one out today.
All right. Should we see? Should we see? It's a 30-minute video, but we got time to kill. We got time to kill anyway, because I'm going to be redirecting all of you good people over to MG Law because he's going to do some What the Hales content tonight. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if he's going to go over the hearing on the 23rd or if he's going to do the Lynette's deposition, but he's going to do something.
Over her depo. Like I'm really feeling.
Oh my God, Tug, I got to send you something.
I haven't even yet. Somebody sent me that. I haven't looked at it yet. Like I want to look at it fresh. Okay. I looked at some of the stuff like DUI guy when he's going over, some stuff, but I just need it in front of me. I need some of this stuff in front of me just to go over.
Mm-hmm. I have to send you something, but I'm sending it but you can't.
Dude,
I have to talk to you about it first.
Okay. I have to say, out of all of this, sitting down with Jeremy and George, you can tell when people are liars and they are not. You know,
Right.
you get that feeling. They're personable, but they're open about everything. And you know, since they've had to arrange everything for court, they are so prepared for any question that pops up out of it. Like I was very impressed by how well they can answer questions and everything else.
Yeah, and I mean, there's definitely a thing that happens where obviously when it's happening to you, you can really only see things from your point of view. And so I'm sure she has her own point of view as well.
Yeah, it's called meth.
Right. but his, you know, they're not saying anything to me that where I'm like, I've got red flags going off all over the place. And then also like reading the court documents and watching the hearings, this story is just, it's
When you
out.
read what she says and then you look at the signs and all
Oh
of
my
that, I mean,
God.
it's a
I know.
travesty.
He showed me this, he showed you the signs. I think it was on your stream.
Yeah.
The signs that they put up, that he thinks they put up, and he's having a
Did you
handwriting
know they didn't know
expert.
they did demonetize? They did not demonetize that stream, by the way.
I can't believe it.
I
because
was shocked. I was like,
he
my
used the
God.
R word several times, and I'm
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like, every time I use it, my streams get demonetized like immediately.
He used
So
the child enthusiast one too, you know.
did he really? Did he say the P word?
Yeah,
The other P
he
word?
said, yeah, he got accused of being that, and then he called someone else. Maybe I think I can't remember if he said that one person had been accused of, or how
Oh,
that.
I think the
that
guy who's been posting his
Yeah.
kid's address.
Yeah.
He's on a list, one of
Yeah.
those offender lists.
You know,
Yeah.
I made the point too. So there were all these accusations. I actually had somebody write me. You know, I've had some crazy emails. I've had quite a bit of support for them, but I've had some crazy emails coming out that have accused him of terrible things. Well, I at least do my basic due diligence before I interview with somebody, and I look them up through offender registries. I
You
do
did?
that. Yeah, for sure. I looked him up,
Boy, that's
because
interesting.
yeah, because I wanted to know. That's something we do for our mental health anyway. You
Sure.
know, like all of us. I mean, I've been accused of some heinous shit too, and I was like, I can't work in mental health if anything like that was ever true. You know, obviously, because they do a background check and they check you in offender registries all the time. So I mean, it's just something you do, and I've done that. You know, I've looked up a lot of people. So I did that basic due diligence again, but I had somebody write me, and the accusations. I need to. I'm gonna go through and I might show that later on. I might clean up, make sure there's no address or anything on that, and I might show just some of the insane shit that people were trying to spew about.
Yeah, I've been
him.
getting contacted by some weirdos too, but the things that they're saying to me are very non-specific.
Yeah.
Like the allegations they're making against him are very non-specific, and it's all about he's an attention hound, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a YouTuber. What do you
Yeah.
expect? Like it's part of the game. You know, he's very charismatic, and he's good at writing clickbaity, videos. That's how you do it. Like that's how you grow a channel, and he's very dramatic, and that's what people are saying. They're saying he's dramatic, and I'm like, and what? Oh, he's just doing this. It's a stunt. He's a stunt. You think a guy wants to pay 80 grand to be dragged through court for a YouTube stunt? No, nobody wants to go through the court system. The court system is not a stunt. Let me explain. Like if you've ever been there, you'd rather do anything else. Some people who have been dragged through the system want to end it all just for being in it. They get PTSD from it. This is not a YouTube stunt. I guess one thing that people want to know too, that maybe we should look up is he litigious? Has he sued other people before? I don't know. That I don't know.
I also, I mean, I had people questioning his motives, like, oh, well, all the do-gooder thing, like, is that, and I'm like, well, look at his actions. If
Yeah,
you
who
think
cares? Who cares what his motives are if he's giving away money and gifts
I
and
think he
Christmas
just wants to do good.
stuff
I
for
mean,
kids?
some people want to do good, man. I mean,
And
it's
even
just,
if he didn't, let's say for the sake of argument for the haters, let's say that he didn't, that his motives were self-centered and that he wanted to build a reputation as being a philanthropist, and deep down he really isn't. Does it matter if he's actually giving the money away? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
does that even matter? If he's doing things for people and he's doing it for his own purposes, I don't think that matters to the people who are getting the help. And I don't think that's the case, but even so, I think it's a stupid argument. Because it's like, oh,
you're addressing the argument, not the person in that. You're saying, well, okay, yeah, if you want to hate on the person and say that, well, then, I mean, what's the problem?
He's
You're
still
doing
giving
that.
away the money.
And I mean,
know?
you're talking insane amounts of money. You know, I mean, the amount of money that they're putting into their philanthropy is just it's absolutely crazy. Like when you look at that, I mean, and that's great. I'm glad that people do that. But
oh yeah, Diane, this is a good point. They also think that everyone is being paid for this and that it's all fake. Let me tell you something. I have not been paid by Jeremy Hale.
I wish people would pay me. Come on. Anybody want to pay me for some work? No, I'm just kidding. I
will admit his audience is very generous. They have given me a lot of attention and subs and super chats just for covering the story, but I certainly had no idea going into it that that's what was going to happen. None. I had somebody reach out to me who watches my channel and tell me they really wanted me to look into the story. And then just as that happened, Larry at DUI Guy Plus, he picked it up and he interviewed them for an hour and a half. See, before Larry did that, I started watching Jeremy, What the Hale's videos, but I couldn't catch up. I couldn't understand because it had gone on for like 7 months and I couldn't get back to a video that like gave me an overview. They don't really have one. And I would suggest that they do one or post Larry's. But Larry did a TLDR and he also did a 1.5 hour interview with them. And that's where I started. And I was like, oh my God. As soon as I heard the story, I was like, oh, this is a good story because this affects all YouTubers. This affects me.
Yep.
It affects my ability to actually even report this story. If a subject of a story I'm writing is under threat by a judge, that if I mention the petitioner's name and she somehow takes it to a judge and takes it as harassment, that he can be held responsible, that's crazy. That means I can't even do my job as a reporter. So of course I'm interested in this story. Listen, I get paid by PJ Media to write my stories. That's who pays me. My publication. Yep. I get paid by YouTube when I make videos and by my audience who wants to see them if they're happy with the topic. Now, of course, since there's so much interest in this story, it's going to generate a lot more revenue than your usual story. So yeah, we're going to keep covering it until you guys don't want to hear about it anymore. But that's just good business sense, I think.
I think for me, something has to hit. I admit I obsessively cover something. I like to find one thing that interests me. And I mean, there are 3 things that interest me right now. This, I still like the Deb fallout. I think that is the craziest stuff because it's going on for 2 years, after a trial.
Right.
Come on, that's crazy.
I can't believe they're relitigating this now.
No, it's nuts. And then fake babies. I mean, that's crazy.
Wasn't that a great story?
Yeah. And fake baby. Okay. That is probably, as far as notoriety is concerned, that is the least known. Anytime I talk about it in live, it does okay. Video wise, worst performances since 2019, but it doesn't matter because it's important. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can't cover a story that I'm not interested in, by the way. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I would be so boring talking about something I don't care about, even if it were really popular. But this one was really interesting to me because I love covering these bad judges. I love it. All right, I've just sent an email, so I'm going to play this for a minute or two. Let me see. This is
Judge Grudge. He just did something that the entire planet never saw coming.
I will drop the link to this too in the.
Our final hearing scheduled for March 1st, 2024. Today is February 28th, 2024. Judge Craig DeThomas sets a hearing to go over motions he's been ignoring for weeks, almost a month. Motions such as a motion to dismiss this fraudulent. Yeah, that's one of Lynette's debunking words, saying that we fraudulently got civil protection orders against her in Ohio. Except that judge isn't fraudulent, the court isn't fraudulent, and yet they determined she was and granted civil protection orders. So number one, motion to dismiss. Number 2, motions for sanctions based on all of this fraudulent filing. Motions to compel depositions. In other words, due process, discovery of evidence, which has been shut down completely. And now insufficient responses to requests for production of evidence. Yeah, we're even trying to get evidence from Lynette and Joshua Silverman, and they're not producing it. They're literally saying, well, it's Jeremy's videos. He has them already. I have over 2,000 videos, as if we're going to take the man hours.
They did say that.
Thousands of hours to search for them. It is their responsibility to provide it. But now this judge has gone and done something out of this planet. Filed the first motion to disqualify him based on bias. Second motion to disqualify him based on bias. Third motion to disqualify him based on bias and a fear that I will not receive a fair trial. And what does he do right before the motions hearing this morning? He has to make an order based on the motion to disqualify him before he can do anything else. But as you've seen, I believe it was hearing number 2 or 3. Who even knows at this point? Today is scheduled 5. He waited to actually rule on the second motion to disqualify him as he went through all the other motions. This time, my legal team has kept them to the law, saying, you must rule on this disqualification order before anything else happens. So first thing this morning, he rules on it. And what do you think he does? He disqualifies the aspect of disqualifying himself. He said no again.
Yeah, he did. And earlier today, I read his order that denying the motion to disqualify himself. Just silly, just silliness. And so where we're at now is Jeremy's team they filed a motion to stay, which means we want this frozen until the appellate court looks at our appeal on the disqualification. And the judge denied that too. So that gave them exactly 24 hours to get their writ of prohibition filed by 6 a.m. tomorrow. If they don't get it in by 6 a.m. tomorrow, guess what? It goes forward under the grudge judge's terms. So
that's insane, man.
he knew that Doreen Inglis, the lawyer who was writing the writ of prohibition, he knew because she wrote it in her motion asking for the freeze, that she had to travel and go have a medical procedure done. So he denied her the ability to have 7 days to do it and instead gave her 24 hours to get her writ of prohibition into the appellate court. But I think she can use all of that against him as well to say, look at how unreasonable this man is. He's determined to say no to us at every opportunity.
It's sad. It points out not just what he's against, but what a lot of other people. I mean, again, if you run into this guy, how many other people have been railroaded like this in that courtroom?
Oh my God, I can't even imagine the robing room. And I don't know if I'm just having browser problems or what, but I still cannot access the robing room. I don't know if they took him. Someone told me today that they put his robing room reviews back up, but I haven't been able to open them up again. So he had some really bad robing room reviews. Check that out. The Thomasis, the robing room. I haven't been able to open it up for 2 days now. Yeah, I still can't reach the page. But it could be my browser. I don't know what's going on today. I'm going to have IT Goatee Brad look at it.
Let's see. Mansplaining. I noticed that was the first. No, I can see it. I can see it right here. You want me to pull that up? I got it.
Yeah, because I can't see it.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I think I want to go over these and have fun with it. Yeah.
You should. They're hilarious. They're hilarious. Yeah. And especially when you look at the dates, because some of these are from before this Jeremy Hales thing. I think that mansplaining one was one of them. And it says that he's
I'm gonna park here so they don't I'm gonna park on this because even with it's fascinating to see how many people are calling this out. It's being called out, nationwide here. Let me check and see if I can order these from Oldest too or anything like that. Is there a way to set that up? his average. Actually, let's check this out too. So let me go to the top before that. I'm curious what his averages were. Like if we go to this on the Wayback Machine.
His rating is like 1 point out of 10, 1.0 for attorneys rating him, and like less than that for litigants. That's pretty low. One of the worst judges that I ever saw rated on the robing room was the judge in the Cynthia Absug case. I didn't need to look her up to know that she had a terrible rating. I mean, because I saw her in court. She was rated as 100% biased toward the state.
Judge Thomas is a condescending, mansplaining, patriarchal man who has no business as a judge, much less in a family court. From my perspective, there's nothing honorable about this man. Wow. This judge should not even be a judge. He will let a father beat a kid behind the head and say it's corporal punishment. He is a poor, like skin poor, excuse for a human being. I mentioned that because I wasn't making fun of this fella, but I was like, yeah, he is a poor.
He's a poor.
Yeah. We need to replace him, Levy County. Now he's going to try to hold the mother of the kids in contempt of court for protecting her children. Fascinating. He was the judge I begged to grant me a restraining order when I feared my partner was going to kill me. I was in physically and mentally abusive relationship and found the courage to finally walk away. The judge believed everything a master manipulator said and blamed the victim. This judge ignored previous charges of stalking. This judge let a criminal reoffend until finally incarcerated. Yeah, until violently incarcerated for a more violent crime. This judge had the opportunity to make the world safer. This judge is exactly what is wrong with the criminal justice system. This judge uses his own biases to dictate the laws, the lives of civilians. Judge should not be allowed to practice. The judge should be sent to the bar and evaluated. There's been plenty of complaints against him. This judge has a reputation in the local area, but no one seems to do anything about it. I mean, this is not good.
What's really bad are the court staff and lawyers.
That is court.
Yeah,
that was noted court staff.
Yeah.
So, let me see. It says view detail. I want to see what all is under view detail. I'm just curious. I close it until I finish the. I wanted to see the. Oh yeah, so it shows all the ratings, how that sets up. I was curious what was under the robing room. I'll show you what's under the detail. Let me just pull that up real fast. So I was curious if you click show details, and that's the way, the rating criteria, general ratings, everything else, how it sets up. Yeah, that's pretty freaking bad.
Should I put that up?
Yeah, it's on that site.
Should I put that up?
I mean, it's on the site. It's
No, I mean your screen. You want me to put it up? I just did.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Too late now. I already did it.
No, it's got to. No, I'm just. It's my DMs talking about what happens in the office stays in the office.
And then there's all this other drama too that we haven't even got into. That's the Otter Creek Town Hall stuff. So there's apparently like a whole other thing going on over there. And in fact, do you know about this DJ Radis guy?
No.
Okay, so he makes these like parodies of what's going on over there. And he's got, I guess there's a new one today.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I didn't know who that was, but yeah.
So I know nothing about this. So I have no idea what this is about, but this guy's pretty funny. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, you better get ready. just got real. Please welcome the real deal. Your baby mama's favorite DJ. DJ Radis.
He writes songs and stuff about this situation.
On a dark town hall meeting, Russ and Don stroll in with a sense of entitlement and a big old grin. They demand the spotlight, but it's not their day. As the meeting unfolds, they start to dismay. Welcome to Otter Creek Town Hall meeting, Russ and Don, where the rules apply to everyone, but they won't have it. They want their say. In their own little world, they want to play. Russ stands up first with a voice so loud, but the vice mayor says, please calm down now. Don stands up and interrupts with a point to make, but gets told to sit down or get out for everyone's sake. To Otter Creek Town Hall meeting, Russ and Don, where democracy reigns, not a solo song.
Oh boy.
You know what's wrong? Absolutely.
All right. Well, there's still a quorum, so.
Are we going to, are we going to do this like the first thing?
Leave your check at the door.
But they won't have it. They want control. In their fantasy land, they're on a roll. They cry foul, they scream and shout, but the meeting goes on without a doubt. Their tantrums fall on deaf ears in this gathering of hopes and fears. As the meeting adjourns, Russ and Don still frown. Their demands unanswered, they storm out of town. But the town hall carries on with voices heard. Or in
this guy does all these like parody stuff. You should go check his. I won't play the whole thing. So
I pulled
you can go.
up his channel so I could.
I put it
so
in the
I can
chat, and like he does a really funny one, but he did like a fake ad for the judge.
Yeah, I saw the. I think I saw
one.
that one, and I'm curious about the Linette. I played the fifth. I need to.
By the way, my locals chat found that unfortunate camera angle on the attorney in the Fani Willis case.
Oh yeah.
This is literally where they put the zoom camera. Can you believe they did this? And the entire time she was speaking, that is where the camera was on the woman whose text I was reading tonight. This is the same one, I think. Ashley Merch something. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, locals, for finding that. You guys, I had the window closed because I was trying not to have my computer die on me. Oh, I have too many windows open. Too many windows all the time. Oh, they gave me. Oh man, we missed the bingo tonight, Tug. Look what locals did. Hot Fanny text bingo. Oh my God.
Let's see if we would have what we would have gotten.
Let's see if we won. Shall we see?
Yep.
Wait, I need the actual I need the link though so I can X them off. That's just a screenshot. Let's see. Did anyone give me a link? No, maybe not. Okay. So we've got tech issues. Well, I always have tech issues. Like, paid, squirrel, fishy AF. Oh my God, we could have crossed off fishy AF like several times in different contexts.
Yeah.
Hocus focus.
Emoji.
Source sauce. Trips. Dirty. Yay. Yay.
Forgot to check locals memes.
Yep, I could have checked that off. So far we've got yay, forgets locals memes, tech issues, paid, fishy as fuck, cash. We didn't get to any. Did we talk about cash? We didn't talk about cash. We did.
Yeah,
Booze Cruise.
We talked about that in the very first thing.
Well, then, oh my God, we got bingo. We got yay, forgets to check locals memes, cash, booze cruise, and honeypot. Bingo. We already got it. Boom.
Went in the locals. Hot Fanny text, baby.
Hot Fanny text. Contract CLE. Wow. Wow. Look at
how Laura Owens is staring right up at it like, oh.
Look at Laura's face. Bar thingy. Judicial ethics. Megan's hair. I have avoided talking about my hair all night. I've been good tonight. Emoji. Urban Dictionary. Love and LOL. Oh my God, you guys, you crack me up so bad. I have to tweet this out. This is so funny. I need the link though, so I can tweet out the bingo. God, is that funny? I have missed all the locals memes. Okay, that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go over the locals memes. AI, how bad can it be? As the texts are read, it gets bad. Real bad. Oh my Lord. What's this? Oh my God, it's a cat 10 barge meme, Tug. Oh my God. I picked this look on purpose. And bots trolled me. They must be Depp fans. Oh my God. That
Her
hurts.
freedom. Yes. I know when I was making fun of it, I was like, how can you continue to
How
do
do you
that?
keep that
over and
up?
over? Yeah. Because I mean,
Honestly,
she's going way back, for all that.
I know it's really, and plus she's like doing it so low.
Yeah.
Really weird.
The
And I said, oh my God. Oh no. I don't know what this says. It's not my fault. I didn't make it. And I said, oh Jesus, give me that woman's man, for I will bed him like Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, she did. She took another woman's man, and that is not okay. That's not something we should be doing. What is this a picture of, chat? I don't know what that picture is of the people standing with the shopping bags. I don't remember that, talking about that. Locals, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the memeing. The memeing is amazing. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell everyone? Tug. Oh my God, Tug. I have a new article.
Oh,
You might want to read this. This would
Okay.
make a good video for you, by the way.
hurrah. I'm thinking finally tomorrow. Again, I was looking through trending charting. I wanted to see how this did over days. So I was looking through trending. Every hashtag associated with the Hales they've been blowing up. Their names have been charting. Your article blew up. I mean, it's just
I need to write another one. I'm going to write another one about it. I'm going to write about the judge refusing to be disqualified on the third time, and the appeal now. Because now this is going up. It's going up the chain. It's going to the higher court. It's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court if the appellate court. There's no way it's getting past the appellate court, though. No way. They're going to take one look at this guy, and it's going to be over. But here's my article about Laura Owens. New evidence says former Bachelor's accuser has no pregnancy records.
I mean, that's craziness.
The paternity case that is still ongoing in the Laura Owens. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Look at typo. I said Laura Owens. That's funny. Laura Owens versus Clayton Echard affair is, without doubt, the most dramatic rose ceremony in the history of ABC's The Bachelor. Except there are no roses, and Owens wasn't cast to fall in love with the ex-football player, though no casting director could have dreamed up a better villain than Owens. To get caught up on the underlying case, read my reporting here and here, but for the TLDR version, last June, former The Bachelor contestant Clayton Echard takes a THC gummy, invites a chick he just met while showing her property she said she wanted to buy over to his house for some oral activities, and 11 days later she says she's pregnant and will only abort if he signs a contract agreeing to date her. He refuses. She drags him to court to establish paternity of what Echard's lawyer describes as fictitious twins. After court last Wednesday, when the judge ordered the case to move forward, despite Owens' desperate attempt to have the case dismissed as she is no longer pregnant, the judge required Owens to sign a HIPAA release so her medical records could be given to Echard's legal team. Her deposition was scheduled again for this Friday. Until that hearing, Owens had not turned over any discovery or shown up to a deposition. Owens took all of 1 day before sending an outrageous letter without informing her lawyer to Echard's lawyer, Greg Woodnick, threatening to sue Echard for real estate fraud if he did not drop the current paternity action that she filed. Echard's attorney filed to continue the legal action to prove that not only is he not the father of her alleged twins, but that the pregnancy itself was a scam. The only reason Owens is in court right now is that she brought the paternity suit against a man she was trying to coerce into a relationship. Because she's losing badly and about to be exposed as a fake on the stand, she's returning to old habits she has used against many others. Lawfare. In the letter, Owens accused Echard of failing his fiduciary duty as a realtor. Echard explained the real estate aspect of their relationship on a podcast, and you can hear his story here. It's frightening. While he was trying to extricate himself from the professional relationship they had, he broke a few rules. Owens reported him to the Board of Professional Responsibility. Echard admitted what he did, and the board declined to take his license or any other action because he sent them the evidence of Owens' coercion and harassment via emails and text messages. Echard was granted a protection order against Owens last November. The letter that Owens sent says Eckert can resolve this new threat of a $1.3 million suit by dropping the current action and promising not to sue her for anything else ever. Look at this, Tug. Look at this crazy ass letter that she wrote with ChatGPT. Probably, allegedly. Dear,
let me zoom this. Okay, here we go.
do I have some love music? Because that would be funny to put behind here. Dear Mr. Eckert, I write to you with a matter of utmost legal gravity and urgency, pursuant to the breaches of contractual obligations, fiduciary duties, negligence, fraudulent misrepresentation, and professional misconduct as verified by the Arizona Department of Real Estate. Your failure to fulfill your professional obligations, specifically in relation to these properties that I never bought, that I didn't buy, and that I never gave any money out for, has necessitated this action. The total compensatory damages sought, $1.368936 and 80 cents, is meticulously calculated. But wait, here's the best part. Stipulated conditions for resolution. In lieu of immediate litigation, I propose an alternative resolution contingent upon your stipulation to dismiss the case, Lord Owens v. Eckert, forthwith, and to mutually agree to forbear, spelled wrong. This is spelled with the forbear as in our ancestors, not forego like forbear, from any future legal actions against each other for any claims. This proposition is tendered in a spirit of amicable dispute resolution and to mitigate further legal entanglements, but your response to this legal notice is mandated by no later than February 29th, by the close of business. Absent a satisfactory response, I am fully prepared to initiate legal proceedings to seek redress and restitution for the aforementioned breaches. Where's the... Oh, I forgot to switch to the appropriate music for that one.
Sincerely.
Your response to this legal notice is mandated. Have a nice day. All the best.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye for now. But wait, the best part, look at this. Look at this nuclear attack of a response from Greg Woodnick to Corey Keith. Corey, number one, your client emailed me directly tonight below. I'm sure you did not approve or even know about this, as it is so woefully inappropriate.
Yes.
Of course, I did not respond. 2, this will be an exhibit at trial. You can also expect my client may release this to the media as exposing Laura's overt and nonsensical extortion does the world good, and nothing contained in her notice is private information. 3, I have more witnesses stepping forward regarding your client's pattern of faking pregnancies and using this disturbing narrative to somehow extort relationships. 4, I trust you already saw the 3 providers your client claimed were providing services have indicated they have no medical records for her in their system. Yeah, it's time to party, folks. Party time. No medical records.
Yep, she's
no
busted.
medical records.
When she
She's
knew
busted.
that. That's why she's acting like this.
Is this crazy?
That's
Or
desperate. It is so desperate, you know. But I mean, she's at the point where, can you imagine taking it to this level? You knew you lied. You knew you're gonna get caught. Like,
I don't think she does, because she's literally never been caught before.
well, good luck this time. You know, she's never faced somebody that had the enough financial. I guess they had the means and the incentive to prove them wrong. You know, in the past, people may have had the incentive, but they definitely didn't have the means. And she struck first. You know.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Now she's begging him to drop the case that she brought.
Mm-hmm.
Am I like, I'm like, bitch, please. Bitch, please. No, you don't get to drop the case that you brought. Like, no. And the judge said no to that. That you asked the judge to drop the case, and the judge was like, yeah, bitch, please. No, we're not dropping this case.
They gave
This
her
is just-
conditions. They gave her conditions. They were like, we can if you admit you lied. You know, I mean, they told her that, and now, instead, they're like I said right there. They know that she lied. They made contact, and wasn't there.
You have to see the funniest part of Dave breaking this story. By the way, Dave Neal broke this story. He got the info first, and Dave Neal makes me laugh so hard in this video.
I think he's funny.
Oh my God, he's funny AF. Tug, you should do more streams with him. He's funny. He's a hilarious person. And like I laugh so hard at this. Wait, I'm trying to get to the part where he tells it because this is the funniest part. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the part where he starts throwing chairs? Where'd it go?
Luckily, I've never met her. And luckily, I'm not her real estate agent. I'm just a journalist comedian who's exposing the bullshit, exposing the ways in which she is weaponizing the law, weaponizing any sort of contract she can to get back at these men for the big crime of not wanting to love her. So then she also posted this. You posted this on here. You did this about me. Your legal fees. Clearly, the sole purpose of this group is to bully and harass me. My hope would be that you would just simply agree to move on from continuing to cover this for good. That's all she's wanted is people like me to not exist. That's why she's emailing different podcasts saying, if you agree with Dave, I'm going to sue you for defamation. She doesn't want people talking and sharing the truth. The only people she's not involving legally is people like Law Talk with Mike and Megan Fox, those that actually know the law system. So it goes on and on and on. I actually had a clip I was going to share. Go check.
He was going to share a clip. What?
I haven't gotten threatened yet. So
I know, me either. I marked safe from threats from Laura Owens today. He was going to share a clip from me and IT Goatee, but he didn't have time. And I'm like, Dave, could you have found a worse screen pause game on both of us? We look so pained.
Check it out. We're running late on time. Megan Fox here and her lovely assistant IT Goatee sharing just how crazy this story is. Again, they're great information. Of course, we've enjoyed the fact that we've got more expert knowledge coming in and exposing this. So anyway, we get into the text messages. So when she talks about suing him for whatever contractual breach, we start to see these moments where she starts to share this all the way back on May 26th. The pre-cum on her dress isn't even dry yet. You know what I mean? And she's already sharing. That's a new one. And she's already sharing, well, the lender said that you didn't submit my offer, this and that. She kind of goes back and forth. As a courtesy, I just sent you what I am going to send to your boss, Austin, if I don't hear from you by 6, because I need to figure.
So Dave's showing all these examples of her doing this to other people. Look at this. These are old text messages he's pulling up from her other victims. If you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to send it to your boss. Look at this. If I don't hear from you by 6 because I need to figure out how to proceed from here, I'm sending this to your boss. This is so evil. Never mind, I'm sending it. You said your brokers. Oh my God. This is to Clayton, actually. This is a Clayton Eckert text. This is about the real estate stuff. These are the texts that he sent the board, by the way, the real estate board, and they declined to punish him because this was happening.
It's so crazy. Oh my God.
Okay, and then like when he gets to the this part.
Said in response. Corey, again, Jane's lawyer. Your client emailed me directly tonight below. I am sure you did not approve or even know about this as it is so woefully inappropriate. Of course, I did not respond. And my question is this grounds for Corey to just drop his client? Number 2, this will be an exhibit at trial. You can also expect my client may release this to the media as exposing Jane's overt and nonsensical extortion. Does the world good, and nothing contained in her notice is private information. So we are accusing her, I say we, Clayton's side, of overt and nonsensical extortion. Number 3, I have more witnesses stepping forward regarding your client's pattern of faking pregnancies and using this disturbing narrative to somehow extort relationships. Number 4, I trust you already saw that, and this is where it gets interesting, folks. This is where we have breaking news, breaking information. Don't read ahead. Don't read ahead. We'll get to it in due time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking information we're getting right now on the spot, brought to you now here on Dave Neal's Bachelor Nation News, Power Journalism. Number 4, I trust you already saw that 3 providers your client claimed were providing services have indicated they have no medical records for her in the system. Oh my gosh! Are you? I'm literally. What is going on? What is going on?
I've watched this.
I look
like
forward to
5
seeing you both
times.
on Friday, Greg. Are you? Adios, míos. Are you? Are you? What is this? But she said, is she lying to us? She said those were her doctors and they proved the pregnancy. And now you mean to tell me on February 28th, 2 days before the deposition set for March 1st, 2024, a month after she claimed she's no longer pregnant, which 2 months prior she found out that she wasn't pregnant, but that she wasn't pregnant for 2 months before that. Are you meaning to tell me that this isn't real? Who am I supposed to believe now? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to see how this all plays out. But it's making the June court date so interesting.
He's so funny. He's so funny. I love him. Please go and subscribe to Dave Neo. He is so funny. And I hope that he branches out. Like I want to see him cover cases like What the Hales. I actually think that would be a great transition for him to cover the What the Hales case because it relates to like what happened to him. So Laura Owens tried to hold Dave responsible for things that members of his audience said. That's why she filed that harassment case against him, right? So it's almost the same. And
he also, I mean, he can relate to the Hales too because the stress that brings on, you know, the money, I mean, everything else. Like he can very well relate to that.
Yeah. Right. He had to like, and here he's got a baby on the way and he's buying his first house. And this crazy woman is dragging him to a court in California saying that he's harassing her because he's telling this story. The first journalist, by the way, he was the first one, him and Steve, Reality Steve, first journalist on the case to not be afraid to say this story stinks. And do you know, Tug, how dangerous that is when you're in the media? And like he's kind of in the entertainment space. So it's not like me and you will call bullshit all day because we don't care and people have been calling us names for a long time. Sure. But he's never been
you could tell the names
against that.
You could tell.
Oh, sure.
He's in the defensive stage still. You can always tell somebody because they're like, I'm not a sexist. You know, for me, I'll be like, fuck you. Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Whatever.
But go and subscribe to Dave because he's been through the fire, you guys. He's coming out on the other side as like he's never apologized for telling this story. I'm so proud of him. Really, because he did face some crap.
He knew he was right.
Yeah, he did. And you know, the other thing is like the people who were there was this group on Reddit calling themselves the Flock who did a lot of the research and they did find a lot of, you know, documents and stuff, but they were also super woke and, you know, trying to control the way the story was put out there. And they didn't want me on the case. They didn't want you on the case. Remember, as soon as you and I picked it up, they were like, not them.
Yeah.
The first they're saying, we really need a woman to tell this story. Then I do it. And they're like, not her.
Yeah, not that woman.
Not that woman. She's the wrong woman. She's a racist, sexist, homophobe, demonic pizza with toppings from hell. It was so weird. And then they literally sent him a strongly worded letter threatening him that if he let us tell the story that, you know, it wouldn't go well for him. Like, what kind of people? Honest to God. So I'm just really proud of Dave for not buckling under that. And I think he's a really stand-up dude. And I think that he's a bro. And he's not only a bro, but like, I don't care what his political beliefs are, if he's further to the left or whatever. Nobody cares. I don't care. I care about telling stories that matter. Telling the stories that the media will not tell you, that they are either afraid to tell you or they don't want you to know.
See, that's one thing.
I boomered the link. I boomered the link to Dave. Oh no. Okay, now I have to go and fix it. I boomered the link. How did I do that? Oh, because it was in my article and I didn't go to his YouTube page. Dang, I shared my article again. Like that sounds like I did that on purpose, but I didn't. Okay. Go
Right,
subscribe.
man.
I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Subscribe to Dave Neal here for real. Whoops. Sorry, Dave. But here, now I will pin it to the top of the chat. Hold on, let me get to the chat. And then I will
Get
pin
my
it.
popcorn out. Watch you fail at this.
Dave's real link. Yeah, because I put the wrong link up. Sorry. Pinned. All right, I pinned the real one. Go subscribe to Dave Neal. But you could also click on my article, though, because that's good, too. Clickety-click on that, too. But yeah, no, go subscribe to him. He has been through
he's
it.
criminally undersubbed, man. It's 40-something thousand subs with him carrying. I mean, he like you said, he broke this case as the tip of the, oh my God, man.
He's got
If you're the person-
77,000 subs.
Oh, he does? I thought he had 40. I thought it just said 40.
No, he's
something.
got
I looked at
he's
that.
got 77. He's gained about 2,000 since I first ran into him. But like I'm so proud of him. I can't even tell you. Because do you know how many times, Tug, that I've come across other people in the media who I really wanted to connect with and like help tell a story, and like I could tell you something about it, like, hey, I've got this connection, and like, could we, let me help you? And they will treat me like I have a communicable disease.
Right.
Because of where I write and who I associate.
They're afraid that you'll damage them. I mean,
Yeah, because of like those weirdos in the like at the flock weirdos on Reddit, who, by the way, appear to have parted ways with the Justice for Clayton page, and they appear to be just gone now. And Reddit, that Justice for Clayton page is like suddenly a fan of mine, so we're good. We're all good. But like seriously, yeah, cooties. They treat me like I have cooties because I've had a career in conservative media, as if it's somehow illegitimate to be to have been a Republican. I'm no longer a Republican. I'm an independent now. I hate Republicans. I've come a long way, but I still equally hate Democrats, though. Don't get excited, Dems. I don't like you either. In fact, I hate them all. But I think it's weird how there's just no room in so many of these, the way that people in the media, there's no room for them to reach out to anybody who's not exactly like them.
Yep.
I don't have those standards, Tug. Like, I have never asked you who you voted for or like who you, I don't give a shit. Never. I don't care. All I care about is that like we agree, you and I talk about the same types of cases, false accusations. We'll report stories about women who do terrible things, and the media won't, will they?
That's what I also try to stress this idea too. Yes, there are men that do terrible things, but the difference is the media doesn't cover the side where women do terrible things. They have a narrative, and it is a multi-billion-dollar narrative. That men are always the aggressors, women are always the aggrieved. So that's why we're focused on that. We need to get to this point where we can address survivors actually getting justice.
Yeah, and like I don't feel like I need Washington. I don't need Washington D.C. anymore. Like I used to, my whole career was like about commenting on politics and stuff before the last, maybe, I don't know, when did I really start transitioning into court reporting? Was probably, I started transitioning like 10 years ago, but I was still writing politics. But really about 5 years ago, I pretty much gave it all up. And I'm just concentrating on the stories that interest me. And I don't care about the political views of anybody in the stories. My favorite new person is a Democrat running for, he is running for Auditor General of this place in Pennsylvania, some county in Pennsylvania. I don't know. I can't, what is it? Lehigh County. Mark Pinsley. He's my new favorite person. We talk on the phone all the time. He's like my new best friend. In fact, we argue about stuff. We were arguing about the Fani Willis case the other day. He was dunking on me about Fani Willis. But he is this auditor in Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, who discovered that CPS, the Child Protective Services, was stealing kids at the local hospital with the help of the child abuse doctors. And he's the first person, Tug, in government who has ever done anything about it. He held a press conference. He got all these parents together. He found them lawyers. He's still to this day working on, and they're trying to shut him up. It's incredible. I'm going to have him on the show really soon. He and I talk almost I don't know, several times a week, but we haven't got it together yet where he can come on and talk about it. But you look him up. Look up Mark Pinsley, you guys. You won't believe what's going on in Lehigh County, Pennsylvania. It's a whole mess of medical kidnappings that I'm totally going to get into soon. Again, stories the media doesn't really get into, That's what I care about. I care about government intruding into the lives of innocent people. And I don't care who those people vote for. I don't care what they think about social issues. I don't care. I have no cares about that. If you're the kind of person who cares, you have to decide, you have to do a litmus test to decide whether or not you can support some person to see who they voted for first. You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Tug's General sent me this. Sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. The more you know. Laura, can you demonstrate how you say you were impregnated for the court? Sure, with 2 stipulations: that Clayton drop this court case I filed and date me for a week.
He makes some great ones, actually. Let me pull up a few of his, because he's got a few more Mother Tugger ones too.
Oh my God. 5 minutes till MG Law, folks. I've been filling time till I can dump you over into his chat. He's gonna do the What the Hales January 23rd hearing.
Hey, let's you want to hear that song? I got a 3-minute song.
Oh yeah.
It's out now. I haven't stuck lyrics on it yet, so
But wait, I want to see the memes first, though. I like.
Oh yeah,
memes.
wait.
Let's do the memes first.
Okay. Let me find it. Give me a minute. Oh, that's make me laugh. Give me 1 second. I gotta save them. I don't want to put anybody's DMs out there. So,
Ellie, this is happening all over the country. I did not hear about this one, but it does not surprise me. I did just do on Fox 10 Daily today on the podcast. I highlighted the story in Texas that's happening. It's not Houston though. It was I can't remember which one, but there's another medical kidnapping I talked about on the podcast today. I didn't hear about this one, but it doesn't surprise me. This kind of crap is happening all over the place.
Yeah, it's going to become more and more frequent too. We're gonna see that.
Catherine, yes, we got through it. It is more. It will be more frequent if people don't get caught and it doesn't get stopped. Right?
It'll have to get really bad before. I mean, unfortunately, people still subscribe to the mainstream news. There are so many people out there that still do that, and well, it takes too long. Look at that, isn't it sexy? Man, look at that. Laura of No Edition sales price $17.49.
eBay. Oh my God, Mother Tugger.
Twins. Look at that. Sexy. Smoking too. Gotta love that one. Let's see. There's one other one too.
I love it.
Look.
Buckle up, Buttercup. I love that cartoon. I love that cartoon of the judge that looks just like him. Who
it does.
Did that?
I can't remember somebody. The person who I'd have to look because the person who sent it, they sent it to Larry and they sent it to me too, and I credited the wrong person. I was like, what?
Oh well.
All right.
Oh, it happens. All right. What is the song you wrote again? Who was it for?
This is for Alexi.
For Alexi from Mr. Moisterous.
Yep, I got him one, because he was probably feeling lonely. So.
All right, we're gonna end the stream with this song, and then you guys are all gonna go over and see MG Law because he's going to fire up in 2 minutes. He's gonna fire up a What the Hales hearing watch stream. You're not gonna want to miss that. All right, Tug, you ready?
Right, yes, I'm ready. Let's do it. Here we go.
All bird sellers drive me insane. That umbrella guy, they didn't even know my name. Just push a bait and a leader swiper. Too long, get him a diaper. Now they're crying while trying to drag me down. That umbrella guy, be careful. All those tears might make you drown. Low rent journal, starting on the mic. Bots, are your writers still on strike? That umbrella guy, how dare you leak our questions? We'll accuse him, get busted, and we'll never make corrections. Envious of this platinum foe, so they target Madam Woman for their tiny little show. That umbrella guy, how dare he laugh aloud? Oh no, look, we're gathering a crowd. Here's a plan, let's pretend none of them are real. Instead of admitting what she did to get was real. Wait a minute, they just computerized my voice. I'm a supervillain, that's their narrative choice. They're running a multinational AI army. That's what cost them millions. Yeah, that's really charming. That umbrella guy will show him how it's done. Call 911, he's laughing. He's still not on the run. Yes, Your Honor, Alexi, he's mocking my name. And he's monetizing me. That's not part of the game. That umbrella guy, he's not playing fair. No, Your Honor, I don't think the man's aware. You represent these mainstream matters, and net injustice, no, doesn't fit in our headers. My wallet, you wanna count my money? After you raised an anonymous 10 million? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Corruption, that sounds like a sign. I'd laugh at you, but a joke, you're more of a punchline. That umbrella guy was mocking me in song, so a nation of bots can clap and sing along. And guess what? I did this for free, just to laugh at the tantrum you and your peers launched at me. That umbrella guy, we talked to a spy, we got exclusives that we didn't. How about the vocal fry? You don't understand, he leaked all our questions. And they read like scumbag journalist confessions. And now the song comes to an end. Laugh and load my verbal clip and press send. That umbrella guy, I never back down. Pumping that hot driven, that real sound. One more thing before this is done. Election interference, for real. No weed in the cup, son. It's the drugs, right? Maybe you should rest. Does it drop you on your head? You're not bringing your best.
You're not bringing your best. Okay, I was going to just end the stream, but I just have to tell you that song was legit a bop. I loved it.
That was, yeah, I was enjoying that. I like the giant middle finger that was.
Oh my God, Bernie, this song makes me really miss Gadfly. Me too. I miss him too. I wish he didn't work as much as he does, but I haven't seen him since the Johnny Depp days, really. He was around for my 20,000 subscriber show, but I haven't seen him since.
I'm going to do
God,
a hell
that was
song.
fun.
I've been working on it. I've been doing one on, it's it's called Stalker in a Shed, but
Stalker in a Shed.
yeah.
Oh my God. I'm telling you what, the only thing that I need you to do for me on those songs is put the lyrics up, because I miss some of them because the robot voice I can't understand.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's unfortunately with AI, they still haven't, no matter what you do, it still puts the music higher than the voicing. So, it's just part of it, but it's getting better. It's actually
It is getting
better.
better. Oh my God, some of that was so funny. I mean, my God, I loved it. And it's funny how they can make they can make the music sound. I mean, it's just as good as anything on the radio these days. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah. I mean,
maybe all that stuff on the radio is just being written by AI.
I think a lot of it, I mean, honestly, when you go through and they're auto-tuning voices and everything else, I mean, it's as far from human as you can get already.
So funny. All right, you guys, it's time. Make sure you get over to That Umbrella Guy, subscribe to him. I put his link in the chat, and you're going to see MG Law now. Tell him that I sent you, and have a good time over there. Good night, everybody.